Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Leicester Fan TV for a match day live show. It is a pre-season friendly Leicester City versus QPR at Loftus Road, or I think it's got another name now these days. So yeah, get your comments in. Obviously, we've got half an hour before kickoff, and then we'll be doing a watch along throughout. Ignore the green screen. I can't use a green screen because I've got a green shirt on now. So let us know if you do like the new away shirt. I love it. So yes. This is the match day live show, Leicester versus QPR. So, thanks again for everyone who's watching already. Welcome to the Matchday live show here on Leicester Fan TV for the pre-season friendly QPR versus Leicester. Let's get some comments in before we start getting people in. So, Cloudy is here. Hi, Cloudy, mate. Thanks for watching. EKG, hiya. Nice to see you again, mate. Long time no see. Look, he's loving the mint kit as well. I am a fan. When I saw the picture at first, I wasn't too sure, but after going to the stadium, I really do like it. Ben is here. Hi, Ben. Thanks for watching. Hope you're staying with us throughout the game. We've got the watch along. Me and Tom, Anton Deck duo back for this last not the last one, but second to last pre-season friendly. Carmen's here. Hi, Carmen. Hope you're well. And Royd Mondongo is here from Zambia, and we are live. Zambia is watching. Yes, I'm sure you are watching. Obviously, Patson Daka. I'm not sure if I think he's on the bench today. He's not starting, but we'll go through that anyway shortly. But yeah, I think we've got Reedy and Gray waiting. I know Reedy. I think he's at the ground. It looks like it anyway. Either that or he's at some non-league ground or something. But before I get Reedy in, we'll get Gray in. Hi, mate. How you doing, Gray?
Hey up, bud.
Long time no see, pal. How are you?
I'm good. Yourself?
Yes, very good. Thanks, mate. So
I hear you've deserted the Friday night show.
Reedy's the new host of that. You know, it's me, Gray. Fridays are for pub, mate. That's why.
Is Reedy's so much better?
I bet he is. Yeah, I bet he is. Anyway, mate. So the second to last pre-season game.
Yeah.
Unlike other games, though, Gray, it looks like we've got a really strong squad out today. Besides, obviously, the goalkeeper. You know, Schmeichel's still away, isn't he? So,
yeah.
What are your thoughts on the team news today?
This is what we were saying There was a lot of talk on the show last night, and I said with Villarreal coming up next week and then the Charity Shield, he's got to start now playing his strongest 11 so he can get those two big games and see where he's going. And I think this is probably about as close as it'll be. Maybe Perez shouldn't be in there, but it looks a good team. Looks a good squad.
Yeah. I mean, you mentioned Perez there. Obviously, at the moment, we haven't signed a winger. Who would you like to see come, on the first game of the season or the Community Shield next Saturday? Who would you rather see in that slot?
Dewsbury Hall, if he can play it.
If he can play it, yeah, that's fair enough. And let's get out because I know Reedy's at the ground. So is Jack, but we'll get Jack on in a minute. Here's Reedy. How you doing, pal?
I'm good, thanks. How are you two?
Yes, very good, mate. Give us a little of the stadium.
One second. Is it one load?
Can't see it, mate. There we go. As the chant goes, my garden shed's bigger than that, eh? My garden shed's bigger than that.
I love that song.
Reedy, mate, we've just been speaking a little bit on the team news, but what did you think to it? Barnes, Tillemans, both back in action. It's going to be exciting to see them back on the pitch.
Yeah, I honestly think this could be the team that we're going into the season with. Obviously, other than Jakubovic to replace Michael, but I think maybe Perez, maybe there is another starter that maybe needs to be subbed. But other than that, I think this is our starting lineup for the rest of the season. Really, there are a few changes here and there depending on what game we play. But yeah, obviously with the substitutions as well, I think that'll be the same thing again as the last two games where they take all the subs off to compete the next squad. I don't want it to happen because this lineup for the first half will be quite a strong team for the league. So I hope to see 60 minutes in under. I don't think it'll happen.
Have either of you got the team up? I haven't got it up in front of me. Sorry.
I don't know how to do it on here. I'll get lost.
Reedy, have you got it? Do you know it off by heart or what?
I sent it to the Leicester Fan TV page.
I can tell you, looking at the players right now.
It's good to see Barnes back on the pitch.
So, from what I know of, it's Jakubovic, Bertrand, Soyuncu, Fofana, Ricardo Pereira, Yuri Tillemans and DD, Sumer, I think. And you got Barnes, Vardy, and Perez.
Yeah. Here we go. Yeah, what you've said is spot on there. That's the team. Just because a couple of people are asking, so it's a very strong team. Obviously, Schmeichel's still away on international duty, I believe. I believe that's what it is. On holiday, should I say, after international.
He's one of the only players that's gone through to most of the tournament, so he's had an extra break, I think. So.
Yeah. Just a quick one, Gray. I want to ask you a quick question, mate. I know we mentioned Tillemans there, but that midfield three, Tillemans and Didi Sumari, mate, that's exciting, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Them boys are going to be interesting. With Wilf just sitting, excuse me, Wilf just sitting and holding, and just let them boys go and do the business. Wilf had a tremendous season last season, and Tillemans was awesome, and I think with Sumer coming in as well, we are going to be a force to be reckoned with.
Rita.
Yes.
Whoever
it is, I don't know where, but whoever it is, yes.
Mate, your kit's looking rather blue compared to mine. Mine's looking a bit green. It's probably
because you've got a green screen behind you.
Yeah, probably. Right, Reedy, I'm gonna get Jack in a sec, but just so that there's not too much background noise, I'll let you go for a minute, and then I'll get Jack in. All right?
Yeah, that's fine. No worries.
Can you see him? Can you see Jack in the ground somewhere?
You won't be able to miss him.
He's 1 second. I'll show you where he is.
Oh, go on. Let's see where he is. God, we're gonna be waiting ages now, aren't we? For the screen to go.
My garden shed. There's bigger than this.
Oh, he's right there.
Jack, he's a wave.
Yay! Right, Reedy, cheers for that. Let's get Jack in. Hello, mate. You're right.
Yeah, good boys, you.
Yeah, good. Now you show. Oh, is that Reedy? There he is. Yeah, there he is. See his head.
Reedy, give us a wave.
So Jack, obviously we've spoken about the team news there. What I want to mention as well is Madders. I've heard that Madders has got a knock again from the Burton game, which he played through in the Wycombe game.
Yeah.
So already the season hasn't even started and Madders is already injured. I mean, what are your thoughts on that?
Well, apparently his girlfriend's had a baby, isn't it? That's what I've heard.
Oh, is that what it is?
Well, that's what the rumours are. Is it the Arsenal move or Arsenal talking to his agent and that? We don't read too much into it. I'm not sure. Obviously, they're still wanting to sign him this summer, so it's going to be an interesting few weeks to see where Maddison lands up. Is he here or is he going to the Emirates?
Gray, mate, what do you think? Because I've read that he's injured, but have you seen him? Do you know?
I've not heard anything, but if he goes, he goes. It'll be. He weren't a loss, was he? When he was out injured last season, we had people that stepped in, and he came back, and he wasn't the same. But I was just looking at the team. I'm surprised to see Massa Wang Hai's on the bench because he obviously went off, didn't he, in the week?
Mate.
It looked a bad one.
Yeah. Let's get this one. Oh no, I think are you
How
referring
the bloody hell is Gazelle on the bench?
Are you thinking of the other one? Because the other guy got injured, didn't he? Sun Chittawan, Jack. He got badly injured.
Fanawat Chittawan, yeah, he got injured.
I was getting them mixed up. Sorry, I do
But what I
apologise.
will say is fair enough. I mean, Jack, how good has he looked? Maswanhisi, or whatever, however you say it. He's looked quality. He's looked quality, hasn't he?
I think he's like 17 or 18.
Yeah.
It's going to be a very big presence for him playing first team football. He's got to impress Brendan Rodgers to be in that 25-man squad next season. He's been a fantastic player against the teams like Burton and Wycombe, which I guess at that level you need to perform against them teams. I guess next season will be the case of him going out on loan and then bringing him back the season after and trying again.
Yeah, I mean, Gray, out of these players on the bench, I know you mentioned Gazal there and all of that, but besides the obvious, Daka and Nacho and Kiernan, let's say, I mean, which ones there are you excited to see this season? Because as we mentioned, I'm going to call him Massey or something, I don't know. How do you say it, Jack?
Massawanhais.
Massawanhais, right? Any other players there, Gray, which you're excited for this season?
Dewsbury Hall, he's just looking class. He's looking like our own Jack Grealish. You know, and I do actually think that if KDH went out on loan this season to a Premier League club sort of down the bottom half, but where he's going to play week in, week out, getting back then next season, and he'll be awesome.
I mean, I personally think we're going to keep him this season. What about you, Jack? What do you reckon?
Dewsbury Hall won all the awards that could have been awarded at Luton. A successful spell. Quite a lot of Leicester fans looked at him last season, which were very successful on his loan at Luton. They wanted him to come back this season and play under Brendan Rodgers. And I think Brendan's willing to give him that chance and perform to the levels that Brendan wants. And I guess next season he might start on the bench and then work from there. It might be a rotation sort of thing with the Europa League and all the other cup games coming up.
And Jack, how did you get down to QPR today, mate?
Hayley's gone shopping to the Westfield Centre, about a 10-minute walk from here.
She's gone shopping. Gone shopping
with his credit card.
Yes.
Yeah, with your credit card. I mean, you went and bought a shirt this morning anyway, didn't you? You went and bought just like me. Yeah. So, what are your thoughts on it, mate? Do you like it?
It's very nice. I know.
It's mint.
Footy headliners, you know, they made it look like a real bad pattern squared sort of picnic kit. Whether that's computerized or whatever, I think the detail, what's gone into the shirt, the design and that's perfect. It's very mint crisp and I like the look of it. Everyone's going to have their opinion on it, aren't they? Whether they like it or they don't.
A lot of people slagged the pink one off though, didn't they, as well? But
yeah.
It soon sold out.
It's got the feel of the pink one, hasn't it, Jack? It's got a bit of the similar material. It feels similar to that. But yeah, I'm a big fan. Great. There's a question here EKG's put about Maddison.
Yeah.
He's put, if there was a serious risk of Madders being traded, they wouldn't have had him host that video with Mark for the re-signing. Now, obviously, that was just for production and whatever, but he's got a big character in the dressing room, isn't he? It does seem that way.
Definitely. He's very jovial.
Yeah.
I mean, how old is he? He's 20...
24, is it, Madders?
24. And what did we pay for him?
I can't remember, mate. Was it 21 million or 18 or something?
I think so. So, if we're going to get 60-odd million for him, I would be sad to see him go because he is a playmaker and he can change a game. But when he tries to take all the corners and it's annoying when he don't get to the penalty spot or even past the 18-yard box sometimes. It's annoying. They pay big money and they can't take corners. That just annoys me. And then when he was off it on the bench, we had people taking the corners and we were beginning to look dangerous. But I don't think we scored all season, or we only scored a couple of times from a corner, didn't we, last season? It was a running joke for when you shaved your headlocks.
Yeah. It's growing back now, mate. You wouldn't have known. Yeah. But yeah, just
coming back.
Just to let you all know as well, there is the link in the comments. So anybody who wants to come and have a chat before the game starts, which is in about 15 minutes, just under, come and click the link. Just click that, put your name in, and come and have a chat with us. And as well, if you can, drop us a like and subscribe as well if you haven't already. Jack, before I let you go, mate, I mean, we may as well. Score prediction, it's a strong Leicester side. QPR did a job against Man United, didn't they, when we played Burton that day? So what are you going for today, mate?
I think it'll be a very tough game. Charlie Austin will be a man that Leicester know very well, scoring goals against us in the past. Last time we visited Queen's Park Rangers, Charlie Austin scored a hat-trick for Queen's Park Rangers against Leicester. I think today it's going to be a very tough game. I think we need to get it over and done with in the first half.
Yep.
And then second half, you know, the kids are coming on, aren't they? So we've just got to give it a good crack. And hopefully we've got it over and done with it by half time.
You bottled your score prediction from last night.
Yes, mate.
See if you can remember what you said. You said Charlie Austin to score first.
Yeah.
Leicester to win 2-1.
Yeah.
Who's that? Is that the players going back in, mate?
Yuri Tillemans.
Oh, he's a star man.
He
Plays
plays
in blue and white.
His name is Yuri Tillemans. He's dynamite.
Dynamite. Love that. Right, Jack, I'm going to let you go, mate. All right. So cheers for coming on.
Cheers, Jackie, baby.
Later, pal.
Cheers, pal. See you soon, mate. Love that chat, mate. I mean, Yuri Tillemans. Oh, I mean, what the things I would do just to have him for one more year, mate. I mean,
we've got him this season. We've got him this season. He's
you never
just
know, mate. I'm worried. I'm worried.
No, I'm not.
I think the main thing when we missed out on top 4 in that last game of the season, that was like the first thing that came to my mind. Tillemans is going to leave. Oh no, what's going to happen?
But losing
do
top 4, losing top 4 in the last 2 seasons, it reminds me of Gerrard slip.
Yeah.
Wasn't Rodgers the manager when Gerrard slipped for Liverpool?
Yes, I think he was. Yes, he was. Yeah.
But Yuri will be here next season because he wouldn't do it to the fans. He loves the club, and with the fans voting him the fans player, players player, I think he'll give back to the club and see where we go this season.
Yeah, that's fair enough, mate. I mean, just last thing about Tillemans, do you think this would be his last year if we don't get top 4? Do you think if we finish outside the top 4 next season or this season, however, whatever, do you think he will be gone next summer?
Well, I've got us down for winning the Europa League, which will give you Champions League. So that's my thoughts. I think Brendan's going to try and concentrate now on Europa and maybe defend the FA Cup, play the boys in the old Coca-Cola Cup. I forget what it's called now.
League Cup, League Cup.
And then go from there. But we've got a great squad of players and they're all singing from the same hymn sheet. So I just hope today the starting lads give it everything and just go for it.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, completely agree with you, to be fair. Right, Graham, I'm going to let you go, mate, but please come back
full
at
of cold,
half-time.
sorry.
It's all right. It's all right, mate.
All right.
Come
Catch
back
you
at
later,
half-time
boy.
or full-time. Cheers, pal. See you
Ta-ra,
later, mate. So, yeah, guys, remember, I'm going to get Elijah on now in just a sec. There's also Jack. I can't remember who Jack is. There's a different Jack, not the normal Jack. But he's not got his camera on. Get your camera on, Jack, and we'll get you in, mate. Little few comments before we get Elijah in for his thoughts. Leicester are ex-sniper YouTube. Leicester are playing some of their best players against QPR. Indeed, what are you laughing at? What are the laughing faces for, man? Of course, it's pre-season. You've got to get them up to speed. You know what I mean? We ain't going to play. What's the point in playing all these youth players all the time? We've got to get the main stars out and get their legs moving before the season starts. Fearless MB, make sure that there are no squirrels. Oh, I'm sure everyone remembers that squirrel moment against QPR back in 2014, before the year we got promoted, the year we won the league with David Nugent chasing the squirrel off the pitch. Sean Winter plays. How are you worried that he won't leave? Liverpool ain't interested in him. Well, I'm not certain. I think they are. I think it's just the price tag at the minute that's putting them off. But we should be okay for this summer. Jay Cook says, glad to see Barnes back. Yeah, absolutely. We'll get Elijah's thoughts on that in just a minute. And then Lily says, do you think Grealish will choose City? Well, money talks. Right. Let's get Elijah on to get his thoughts. Hello, mate. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, very good. Thank you, mate. So the second to last preseason, obviously QPR, we got Villarreal on Wednesday, I believe, and then the Community Shield, but not been the greatest starts to preseason. I mean, people are panicking. I don't know why. It's literally preseason for a reason, and we're playing 2 different 11s either half. But what have you thought to what you've seen so far of let's say the 3 new players to start with, Bertrand, Daka, Sumari, in the opening 2 games? What have you thought to them?
Well, I'd say I'm feeling a little bit of both sides of the emotions when it comes to preseason. I think the new players have settled in really well. I think that they're already starting to become like cogs in the Leicester City machine. You look behind the scenes and things like the social media posts that are going up from players and from the team. It really looks like they're fitting in well, which is one of the things this club does best, is that it really feels like the players are out there as a unit. So that's really promising.
Go on. No, go on, man.
Oh, I was going to say that, I find that, yes, it's preseason. These games are exhibition matches. At the same time, I found that we've been pretty defensively woeful, especially compared to how we seemed a lot more solid during the regular season. There's a lot of fitness left to pick up, and we only have 2 more games to do it.
Yeah, and as we mentioned, obviously, Tielemans, who we haven't seen since the last game of the season, and Barnes as well. Barnes back from injury, Tielemans just back from his holiday after the Euros. I mean, how excited are you to see both of them back on in a Leicester shirt this season, today especially?
Hugely. I think it's going to be pivotal for the season. I've said it time and time again that squad depth was what killed us last season.
Yeah.
We've made signings that have helped us with that, and then having our best players back at full strength is going to be pivotal. All of our rivals for top 4, top 6 have bolstered their squads. They're going to be coming back stronger. We're coming back stronger as well. Don't expect any worldies from them today. We saw how Virgil van Dijk came back from injury in his first game back. It's going to be a bit of a bumpy road, so let's not hold their feet to the fire, but let's hope that they're doing well.
Yeah, let's get Ross in as well before we get Tom in for the watch along. Ross, mate, how are you doing? You all right?
Yeah, a lot better than last week, that's for sure. A whole lot better.
Excited for today, mate. I know it's only pre-season. I know it's only against QPR, but still, it's exciting to see a very strong squad from Leicester. Obviously, it's always exciting when we watch a Leicester game, but I've got a feeling today a little bit more so than the last 2 games, just because of the team that's out, Tielemans, Barnes.
Yeah, I think, 100%. I think I haven't seen the team properly yet, because I've only just not long got in. Is Barnes playing, did you say?
Barnes, I've got the team up here, mate. Let me get it for you if you haven't seen it.
Literally been back about 10 minutes.
Yeah. Here it is, mate. I'm just getting it up. Here we go. So there it is. So Jukupovic, Ricardo, Fofana, Soyuncu, Bertrand, Tielemans, and Didi, Sumari, Barnes, Perez, Vard. So that's a strong team, mate, isn't it?
That is pretty strong, to be fair. So yeah, hopefully we win. We're taking quite a few down today, aren't we? Is that correct? I'm still here.
Yeah, it looks like it, mate. It looks like it. And just one comment from you, Ross, about KDH, because we were talking about him with Gray a minute ago. I mean, how impressed have you been with him? Do you think Jack suggested maybe... Gray suggested maybe sending him on loan for 1 more year to a lower Premier League team. What do you think?
No, because end of the day, that let's say let's say we're playing. I don't know. Let's think of a team, Norwich, for example.
Yeah.
He goes to Norwich, and then let's say we were in the top 4 again, and let's say Norwich had if they had to Norwich. Sorry, yeah, let's say Norwich were in the top 6, for example. You never know. Ipswich have been in it before.
Let's say Arsenal, mate. Let's just say Arsenal.
I won't go that low. Arsenal. It goes to Arsenal. So Arsenal have to win, and if they win, they're in Champions League, and we're not. Dewsbury gets the winner.
Yeah.
So I'm not. I think we should give him a chance. We've given Barnes a go. We've gave Double J James Justin a go. We've gave. Chelby's not in week out, but he's still in and out of the squad. We've gave Thomas a go. See, the assist for the cup final goal. So I think he deserves a chance, mate.
And just a quick one, mate, before I let you both go, because the game's just about to start. Elijah, obviously we were talking about KDH there. If we do keep him, which I would imagine we will, you imagine that's probably the door shut on Pratt, do you think? Because Pratt couldn't really get a game last season when he was fit. You know, he struggled to get game time. Now with Kin and Dewsbury Hall in the team, looking like an exciting young prospect. What do you think? Do you think Pratt's time at Leicester's over, or?
Yeah, I'll keep it quick just because I know the game's going to kick off soon. But yes, I think that is going to be it for him, especially because, I mentioned earlier about the team having to be cohesive. He's beginning to feel like he doesn't feel like he's part of the team. And for better or for worse, if he needs more game time, he deserves more game time and should go to a team that will give him that.
I think he deserves game time. Yeah, I think he deserves to go to another club. Do you agree, Elijah? Yeah, you think he should?
Totally, yeah. And I was going to say, I feel like KDH is going to fill that role of he's going to be the cup game man. He's going to help bolster the squad when we're playing like our Stokes and, our maybe even Brentford, but, they're Premier League now. But he's going to be playing against those lower league teams when we're in like the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup, which would have been realistically, if Pratt were playing as a more rotation player as he did last season, those would have been where he would have gotten a full 90 minutes. So, yeah, I think he's going to go out the door. Yeah,
absolutely. Right. Quickly, literally 2-word answers, I suppose, if you want to look at it. Ross, score prediction?
2-0.
2-0. And Elijah?
Close fought 2-1.
2-1. Lovely. Right. Cheers. Thanks for coming on. Join us at half-time, full-time, whatever. Enjoy the game, lads. Thanks very much. Cheers. And a quick one there, Jono. Afternoon Locks. How are your holes? You referring me to not seeing my face for a while? Well, you've got me now. So unlucky. Right. Let's get in. Deck. From Anton Deck into the show. I've missed him. I've missed Tom. Here he is. Let's get him in. How you doing, pal?
Good afternoon, all. Good afternoon. Good, thank you. How are you, mate? You all right?
Yeah, very good, mate. As you can see, there is no green screen effect because I'm wearing green. So I will show you what happens. I will show you all what happens. Hold on. Oh, that doesn't work. With that. There we go. So that's what happens. So if I had the green screen, I could do that. It looks like I'm wearing a Leicester top. No, I'll turn that off. Tom, mate, I was just saying to the lads, I'm really excited for the for the game today because of how strong the team is.
I said it after the first two, and there was a lot of moans and groans about the performances. And for me, pre-seasons, it's all about match fitness for me. The results don't come as half as important as when we kick off against Wolves in 2 weeks' time. It's all about getting minutes under the belt, getting your sharpness back, getting the ball moving around the park. And in the first couple of games, we've looked rusty. We're not going to deny that. But if we're being honest, as I said in my tweet, this is a team that didn't have Evans, didn't have Tielemans, didn't have Barnes. There was no Perez. There was, no players who, for me, are guaranteed starters. Cassagna, Dennis Pratt hovering around that first team. There's a lot of young lads around the team at the moment, and some of those young team players will be in and around that first team for most of the season. But for me, Daka and I can't pronounce him, Bake Samare. There we go. Samaris, who I think, after seeing him playing live, looks a hell of a player. Samari. Seeing him live at Wycombe the other night, what a player he's going to be. He reminds me very much as Patrick Vieira. He likes to get the ball. He likes to burst through the lines. He likes to play with the ball. He isn't scared of getting a tackle in. He looks at the all-round perfect mid-to-mid box midfielder, what we've been crying out for in some ways. We had the Ndidi breaking it up. We had Tielemans playing the 5 yards and 60-yard passes, but probably hasn't got that pace to break the line all the time. We've seen it in glimpses, the game against Man U in the Cup when he scored. But I think this little French kid, could be some very good player. I say little. I mean, he's 6 foot something. He's going to do some damage to teams in the middle of the park. So it's another game time for him. We tried it with Vardy and Daka at the Wycombe the other night, and it seemed to work in patches. They both got pace and they would like to run in behind. But I think Rodgers has already come out and said that Daka and Samara, it's going to be a time for them to adjust this season and get used to the squad and used to the English game. So, look, it's another 45, 60 minutes today. mate, great to see Harvey Barnes in that 7 shirt. It was been he got destroyed for a little while with a certain number 7 there. We won't mention his name.
If we do, someone will be in the chat. Just a quick one as well before the game starts.
And we're off.
Get on to, oh, are we? I'm well behind, mate. Just a quick one. Gray says there's a quiz on Jamie's show tomorrow.
Leicester nearly score after 10 seconds. Ball played it long. Back pass to the goalkeeper. It was very, very short. Vardy charged it down, and goalie has to smash it out the way, but it didn't go towards the goalkeeper at the start. He had to position himself. It was rolling back to his net. That was 10 seconds in.
Just a quick one, mate. Are you on YouTube or LCFC.com?
I'm watching it through YouTube.
Okay. Just a quick one quickly. There's a quiz on Jamie's show tomorrow to win £30 of drinks in the Fox's Arms donated by Gray for people who are going out there this year. If you could give it a promote. Yeah, there you go, guys. I'm going out to Fox's Arms in 4 weeks. So I am hoping to win that. I will be at the Fox's Arms. But anyway, right. Tom, before we get properly into the game, as old times, just like we used to, I'm going to come off a sec because I'm going to go and get a beer. So
fair play to you. Drop out.
I'll just be a couple minutes.
No problem, mate. Yeah, I said Leicester the first, half chance. It was a bit of a back pass, but it was nowhere near the goalkeeper. He had to adjust his feet very quickly. And there were 6 and 7s at the back there, QPR, in that first 10 seconds. But settled down now. We're a minute and 20 in, and QPR started to pass it around. Leicester just getting their shape back at the moment. As that keep showing this replay, the goalkeeper. Ooh, a nice little tackle there by Tillemans, getting stuck in his first pre-season game. Good to see Tillemans and Barnes back into the team, especially Harvey Barnes, been out since February with that nasty injury picked up against the Arsenal in a 3-1 defeat. Missed him for me the rest of the season. His pace down that left-hand side and his creativity, we completely lost. But no, get your comments in, guys. What's your thought of the seasons ahead going into the Villarreal game on Wednesday night, and then we go to the Community Shield? Well, still understand there's over 10,000 tickets left for the game at Wembley a week on Saturday. Surprising. I thought they'd sell like hotcakes. I know some people are very much not happy about the vaccination passports or COVID test if you want to go. Sadly, I think we're in a day and age that's the way football's going to be, that you're going to have the vaccination and your jabs. Leicester winning the midfield battle there. Samari picks in and wins the ball back, goes up for a throw to QPR on the halfway line. Back across QPR. Big season for QPR in the Championship this year as well. They've made some interesting signings. They had a wobbly season, floated around the relegation zone for long periods, and then managed to drag themselves off with about 10 games and finished in mid-table. But for QPR, probably they'll be wanting to push up higher in the league. His Lock's going to get his Celtic reserve shirt on. Probably. Vardy's on the left-hand channel, plays it across the box. Ooh, can't find Perez. Glad Barnes is back. Him and Tillemans playing today. Yep, both playing today, both starting their first pre-season game. But first game for Barnes since the Arsenal game in Feb, and first game for Tillemans since the Chelsea game at the end of the season. Ricardo steps in, wins the ball, finds Ndidi. Finds Samores, finds Ndidi again. Goes back. You know, for me now, what I find is good to see Ryan Bertrand getting his second pre-season action of the summer. Good signing for me, a left back. We needed that experience. Love Luke Thomas. I think he was brilliant in the FA Cup final. I think he's brilliant the other night at Wycombe. He's one of the standouts for me. But you need that experience around him to help him on the way. And I think you've got that in Ryan Bertrand, a Champions League winner. Let's not forget that. He's won the Champions League. And he played in that final against Bayern Munich. So great signing for me. Ball played into the box, and Jakubovic comes out and collects it at the near post. Done a bit for Championship, but Crystal Palace, big signings now. Expect them from QPR. Yeah, I mean, Crystal Palace have done well, taking some big signings over the last couple of years from QPR. Eze last year was, well, the game at the King Power, I thought he was top class. QPR have the ball again, edge of the Leicester area. Diddy steps in, Tillemans steps in. QPR still have the ball, it breaks them on the edge of the area.
What's it been like, mate? How's it been?
Just scrappy, maybe on sure. A couple of tackles in there from Bertram and Fafana at the back, but just scrappy, mate. Typical pre-season game. People trying to find the feet. We look more compact. I felt the first couple of pre-season game we looked way open.
Yep.
Way open for me. And I think you could tell. I still think we missed Johnny Evans. I think as much we will stick to this 4-2-3-1 makes. I think that's the way he wants to go. And I think last year we played 3 at the back because we had so many injuries. But for me, Johnny Evans, whoever he plays with, just leads the team. He's a Rolls Royce of a defender. Again, I don't know how long he's out for. It'll be interesting to see. Yes, Fee, had a lovely summer. Glad to have football back though. You miss it. It's nice. The Euros was good, but it ain't club football, and it's nice to have some proper football back on.
Yeah, mate. What did you make the Euros, eh?
Oh, it's just typical England, isn't it, mate? That's why I'm a clubman over a countryman, mate. I love watching my club. England, it's nice to see us do well, but I think the disappointments over the years, you just get used to it, mate. And you should know that watching Wales, mate, all the years of disappointments
yeah, here we go.
Not making them. Look, you've done better the last few years, but look, it was a good final, but we chucked it away. And again, I've always got this in the back of my head that to go in 1-0 at half time. Tillemans steals the ball. Vardy breaks away. Tillemans into the area. Shoots. Ooh, takes a deflection, goes up over the crossbar. Still in note, stays in the pitch. Tillemans nicked the ball about 3/4 way in the QPR half, ran towards the goal. Tries to have a shot, it got deflected. He did have the pass to Vardy for me, what I thought he was going to do, but he tried to go himself. Perez turns his man. Still, he loses the ball on the right.
It was like watching the Leicester game, wasn't it? The Euros final. I felt it felt like a very Leicester City performance. Scoring early, getting all hyped up, and then it goes to pot. Yeah, literally. Fee, you gone off the gin logs? No, not gone off it. I just enjoying the beer.
Fair play to you.
Star Praman.
England are the Spurs of international football. I like that, Jono. That's about right.
Fair. Yeah, it was more of a Spurs performance than a Leicester. Yeah, true. But yeah, what have you made to Samari so far? I've been impressed with him actually.
From what I've seen against QPR, Burton, I thought he was a bit quiet, but you could see what we had seen in him to sign him. Edge of the area, QPR. Austin goes wide again. Little 1-2s by QPR, break into the area. Go wide to the right. They've come back now across the middle of the park, slows down, whips one in towards the back post, looking for Austin, headed away by Iosi Perez, doing his defensive duty. Well there, Perez. Another ball whipped in, smashed into Tillemans, takes touch. Ricardo, right in the corner flag, clears up the line. We'll play Ricardo.
You mentioned his name there, mate. It's going to be a big season for Ricardo Pereira, isn't it? Obviously, he came back from injury last year, and obviously didn't have the form that he did before. So it's a big year. It's a big season for him trying to get back to full form, isn't it?
Massive, mate. And I thought before the season kicked off, a big pre-season could be the difference this year for him. I felt that last year you could just tell, mate, he'd come back from that injury, not having a pre-season. I think it's all players when you watch them and they come back from an injury like that, an ACL or a long-term absence. They just never really seem to click because they've never really had that pre-season to get used to having a football back at their feet or having some game time in a non-pressure situation. Match fitness is everything. We all know that. So this time round, he's had the pre-season. He's looking sharper. He still doesn't look the full Ricardo when we was flying at wings, but I think he'll get there. Ball in behind. Vardy tries to find Perez, runs through to the goalkeeper. And look, good little play. It was a bit of little 1-2s, and Ricardo went into Vardy. Perez made the run round the corner, and Leicester just tried to open up QPR there. It's best I've seen us move the ball so far in all pre-season. We look a bit more sharper, but again, you got a certain number 8 in the middle of the park, what makes life easier for everyone.
Keeps it ticking, mate. Keeps it ticking. Oh, I've just noticed something.
Oh.
There we go.
Do you feel out of place?
Yeah. You can go the front. We'll have to change it around this season, mate. You'll have to go to the front. I love that training kit as well, that white one, just white and black. I'm a fan of that.
As you say, they go to it on the screen.
That's what
Rogers
I mean, mate.
Black truth, it is a lovely training kit. Really nice. I'll tell you what I've been pre-season again impressed with. Dudley Campbell. Oh,
yeah.
I thought he was brilliant. I thought he was brilliant against Burton. I thought he was brilliant against Wycombe the other night when he came on. Even though he didn't get long, he was brilliant. And Perez wins a corner kick after 10 minutes.
I was impressed with him at Burton. At Burton, yeah, he was very good in that second half. The second half was such a better performance. Yeah.
We moved the ball better, mate, for me. We moved the ball better. We were looking for the 1-2. I felt the first half it was very, very bit nervous. People very unsure if they wanted the ball at the feet. We didn't seem the Leicester that had moved the ball around quick enough. Ball whipped in by Tenemans all the way to back post, and QPR will break down the right hand side, looking for the whiz kid up front for them. All the way back to Jakupovic. Oh, Jakupovic, clear it. Makes a hash of it. Oh, Fofana steps in, wins the ball in the middle of the park, and sets us back on a way going back to Sainchu. I mean, again, that's the thing about it for me. I've seen all the games. Fofana, since you can play, but there is going to be mistakes in that back line this year if that's the two, because there's not the experience in there holding them together. I think in every game I've seen them play together, there's been one or two opportunities for defenders because, we've not looked sharp, turned by Tinneman's free kick as he gets taken out. Sorry, Perez takes out middle of the park, free kick Leicester.
And obviously, Wesley Fofana, no longer little Wes. We can call Fofana Big Wes now. Come on. He's a big guy. He's in height-wise.
He'll never be Big Wes. He's Little Wes. Big Wes is a legend.
He's just Wes. He's Wes now. Wes. Yeah.
Question to you, mate. What's going on with Schmeichel? Why is Schmeichel and Danny Ward getting all this extended leave? The goalkeepers having more time off this season.
That is strange, isn't it? It is very strange.
I mean, honestly, the only reason I could think Schmeichel's might been granted a bit more time is because of the sad scene with Christian Eriksen at the time, and they might have thought, look, everything he's gone through with Vishai, Eriksen incident, just give him a bit more time to try and mentally get himself ready to go. I mean, don't get me wrong, he had an amazing Euros. After everything went off in the first game, to get all the way, was it to the quarterfinal they got to, I think?
Yeah.
To beat
Schmeichel?
Beat you in the last 16, was it?
Was it semi-final? Was it against?
Was it semi-final?
Did you?
Semi-final. Yes, England played Denmark. Yeah, semi-final. I thought they might have been back by now. And the same with Belgium. I thought we might have seen Pratt coming in there. I know Cassagna's going back from the fractured eye socket.
Cassagna's back now, though, isn't he? He's at training.
I don't know how far he is away.
No, but obviously Tillerman.
I will just say one thing while we're talking about head injuries. Congratulations to Raul Jimenez of Wolves today. He scored his first goal
nice.
After that nasty head injury. So, fair play. No one deserves to get the kind of head injury he got, accidental or not. Fair play from coming back and scoring his first goal today. So, fair play, Raul Jimenez.
And some things never change. Dave Capping with a 5-year. All right, lads. Keep the face, Blue Army. Love you, mate. Cheers, Dave. Much appreciated. QPR on a break.
Yeah, QPR to go through the middle of the park, skipping past Ndidi. In comes Fofana again and wins the ball back, and it'll go all the way back to Jakupovic.
It will be Jack, which everyone sees. There's already some photos circulating I've seen of Jack there. He's hard to miss, bless him. So you'll see him from a mile away. And he's always doing something. He's always photobombing Kun Top, or someone. Yeah, he's always photobombing, so he'll be somewhere. Who did he have a photo with? It was Mike Dean, wasn't it? He was having a photo with after
Mike Dean.
Game. So
out of everyone you could have had a photo with, Mike Dean.
Jack likes to stay around after games to obviously have photos of people. I just like to get back to the pub ASAP. So but no, fair play. Honestly, it was so nice being at the King, even just like at the shop, being at the shop at the King Power on today. But I can't wait for the first time back in there for a home game, mate. I'm going to wait. I'm not going to go to Villarreal. I'm going to go to the Wolves. Obviously, Wolves' first home game in the season. Oh, it's going to be amazing.
Tickets go on sale tomorrow for the members, isn't it? I think so.
Members is Tuesday. Tuesday it is, yeah. So it should be okay. There's still quite a few tickets left. So
I was just saying earlier, mate, when you're out, so I'm very surprised there's over 10,000 tickets left for Wembley a week on Saturday. We've only sold 16,000 for a Wembley game. I know now all the lower tiers are sold out. It's all in the upper tier. I'm in the upper tier anyway. I chose to sit in the upper tier, right behind the goal next to the big screen, because I've sat in so many positions. Ooh, that was a nasty one on Science. He's felt that. Ball whipped towards the back post. Jakupovic is absolutely mullered Science there. Yeah. I think he's caught him in the hip.
Just with what we were saying about like Danny Ward and Schmeichel about coming back from the international break stuff, I'm thinking, is it maybe optional? And when I say optional, I don't mean they can take as long as they want, but I know Soyuncu came back very, very early, didn't he? He was back within like a week. Like, I'm sure Soyuncu was back the day after the final. And I know he went out at an earlier stage, but still, he was back. He was back as soon as he possibly could. He was back the first day of training.
Yeah, I mean, again, it might be the player's preference. The club might give them the option when they want to come back. Here's the date we need you back in for your pre-season start. But if you want to come in back earlier, that's your choice. We'll just do lighter work with you. I was surprised to see signed you back in so early. I know you only played 3 games when they got knocked out after the group stages, but I was expecting, signed you to be out a bit longer or given more time off than he was giving off. When the first day of pre-season came and they were signed you, I was thinking, well, he's only literally had probably 2 weeks off, 3 weeks off maximum from the end of the season. Denmark makes Marcus fair point. Just double checking Spurs left Højbjerg out of their pre-season squad as well. Well, there might be something that's been agreed. Edge of the area, QPR volley wide of the goal into the Leicester end.
I've had some over the summer, mate. I've had some done for me and delivered. So it's not quite up on my wall yet because I'm not sure on the contract situation, Tom. But look at this. I love that, mate.
Oh no, but do you know what? Whatever happens with the contract situation, whatever happens, mate, the bloke will go down in history as the man who scored the FA Cup winner. Simple as that, bud. I'm not, look. Whatever happens with players coming and go, there's one thing that stays, and that's the fans. Players come and go, but that's amazing, mate. Absolute artwork. I want Tielemans to say, we all want Tielemans to say, and the club will only sell what they need to sell. And if the bids come in for him, mate, and we all know we're not going to sell Tielemans for less than probably 80, 90 million. We're talking about Grealish going for 100 million. We're talking about a player that's played nearly every game last season, scored a winner in the FA Cup final. He's probably better than Grealish in some aspects of the game because he can read the play. He's a future captain of any club that he goes to because he's that good, this kid is. Yeah.
And I was just going to say,
it's all about the money.
If anybody likes this style and how it's done there, if you want to, this isn't a paid promotion, by the way. Luke_RATV on Twitter. He'll do any player for you, manager, whatever you want. He'll do one of these for you and send it out in the post, and obviously at a cost. But it's a decent price. I can't remember how much it is, but check him out. It's quality stuff, and you can have one of these on your wall. Vardy, Perez. I'm sure there's loads in Perez, but yeah, drop him a message on Twitter, and he'll kindly do that for you. But yeah, brilliant stuff. But yeah, I agree with what you're saying, mate. And Fee says here she agrees. I mean, obviously Tielemans, that goal is going to go down in Folklore. It's one of the biggest goals in our history. I just hope he signs the contract. I'm just so nervous. Just an extension. Just in 1 year.
Contracts mean nothing, sadly, nowadays, mate.
I know. I mean, I was saying
the days of loyalty has gone out the window.
Yeah, for sure, mate. I mean, I was saying to Gray, like, no matter what happens, I think this season would be his last. I do, unless we finish top 4. But yeah, I just hope he stays for 1 more year. It is looking increasingly likely as time goes on.
I don't see him. What are we now? The 31st. We've got a month before the window shuts today. I really don't feel him leaving the football club unless there was some serious kind of money on the table. And I think the club have learnt the lessons. I think once we get to a certain date, if they've not got a player lined up or they feel they can go get, they won't let Tielemans go. I think they've learnt the lessons from that. We did it with Drinkwater, mate. We let Drinkwater go. We never really replaced him that season. Edge of the area, Harvey Barnes skips past 1, skips past 2. Rolls it into Perez. Perez clips to the back post. Awful ball by Perez. Vardy heads it back. Goes out for a goal kick. Well, Harvey Barnes did all the hard work. Rolls it to Perez, who's, well, Or can decide that he put a sand wedge under it and it floated it to the back post, but there was nothing there for Vardy to do.
I mean, Vardy's nearly had to pull a bloody hammy to try and get his. Oh my god!
Head on it.
Yeah. But Bards, mate. So far, I know we're only 20 minutes in, and he's fresh back from injury, mate. But I liked that little bit there. I mean, he was on great form before he got injured.
Oh, mate. Down the right, left-hand QPR come. Edge of the area, one touch. Takes another. Shoots, blocked by Sayuncu. Big block by the Turk. And the QPR player throws himself to the floor. Free kick to QPR. Couldn't wait to chuck us out. Take it quickly. Edge of the area, they come again down the left. Into the box. Takes a touch, tries to bed one. Saved by Jakupovic comfortably. When does the contract expire? He's still got 2 years left on his contract. I'm sure he's still got 2 years left on his contract anyway, Tillerman. So we're not in a rush to time down. Look, Albright left a year, we signed him. Obviously, he didn't want to go to Burnley. Who wants to go to Burnley? Can you imagine that? His missus saying, pardon? Who? Burnley? You want to go up north? We've lived in the Midlands all our life, and you now want us to go north of the border? No, I'm all right. It was nice listening to an interview from Mark Albright actually, and him saying that look, he's not one of these who wants to be moving around up and down the country every time something's not going well. That he'd rather stay and fight and do something and be at one club and that be it. So now I think the likes of Albright, he's quite happy. We'll see his time out of Leicester. Maybe one or two moves around the Midlands. Maybe might see him ended up at the likes of Forest and Derby, as they always seem to do when they're settled in an area. Look at Waghorn, went to Derby. Now he's gone to Coventry. So when they get older, you get to a point where players don't want to be moving around miles. So the closer club comes calling them, they take it.
Yeah. Completely agree with you, mate. Completely agree. Oh, mate, you know what? It's weird. Last season, it got to the end of the season, I actually, after that Tottenham game, I sat downstairs and I went, I am so happy the season's over. I found it so stressful last season, mate. I think it was just with the whole, I don't know what I'm going to do next year, mate, because it's going to be the third time going for top four, mate. I'm going to be stressing out big time.
I agree in some ways. I don't think the Champions League thing didn't bother me as much because we were in Europe, and for a club of Leicester side to get in Europe is brilliant. It hurts, don't get me wrong, we were in 2 good seasons in a row, great position. QPR break into the box, Ricardo's missed it, ball pulled back. Brilliant interception by Sayuncu there, plays the ball away. It hurt, but it wasn't one that I felt like it'd been a disappointing season. Look, don't get me wrong, I know you weren't there, mate, but I was at Wembley, had seen us lift the FA Cup, something that the club had never done since they established in 1884. We finally won that piece of silverware that's been eluding us. We'd got the League Cup, we got the Premier League, we got the Championship, we got a League One. We didn't really want to be in League One, don't get me wrong, but it was a great journey to be there for a season. But to win the FA Cup probably just helped the pain a bit. I felt with the season, it was just long because how much was crammed in. And because of last season, we didn't really have a break. It finished in July and started again in September. So we really only had August off. And then it was crammed. Everything was crammed into the season because of the Euros being there. We had the European nights on a Thursday night that were crammed into it. And everything was 2 games a week. It was either a Wednesday or a Saturday or Sunday, and then Wednesday or a Tuesday. It was just crammed in, and it felt like you never really got time to switch off from one game after another. So we felt that. Having a bit how the players felt towards the back end of the season. And for me, I think the biggest game, what probably hit the place, was the Chelsea game away. Winning the FA Cup, then going to the Bridge, being 2-0 down, then going to 2-1 and getting back in it. And then, I'm not slating. We missed a chance. Perez did. What was a glorious chance. If it falls to Vardy, he probably scores that for me. Falls to Maddison, he probably scores it for me. But it's one of those, and I think that game probably it was that's it with it again. To go 2-1 up against Tottenham, we sat here, we did the watch along. What was amazing, and
mate, we sat on our phones I think you were watching the Leicester game, and I was watching the Liverpool game and the Chelsea game, checking it.
That was it.
And to go 2-1 up. Beating, was it Liverpool?
Yeah, Liverpool. Yeah, Liverpool played someone, and Chelsea lost to Villa, and we're like, well, they're losing. We've got to do this, boys. And then to go 2-1 up, and then it was just calamity really after that. the mistake by Casper punching it towards his own net. They're moaning. As soon as it happened, I was like, you can't moan at that. He's done it himself. And then the calamity of the goals going forward. Look, you could moan about Kane handballed it and stuff, but I just felt, you looked at them after that game, you could see the players are absolutely knackered. They just literally, to have a full season, Europe, a full FA Cup run, the injuries to certain players really hampered us, especially in the defensive line. And going into the 2 big games of the season without Johnny Evans and, play Samara, Ndidi there, and Barnes. Nice little touch Barnes into Ndidi's feet. He goes to run away and gets fouled. I just felt that going into that last game of the season, we just looked knackered, mate. And I think it had taken its toll. And like I said, the injury to all the players out throughout, Vardy missed 10 games. Sancho missed 10 games. Barnes missed 16 games. There's so many games missed throughout that season through injuries, but we never moaned, and that's the thing what I like. Leicester never moaned. We got on with it. James just in ACL at the wrong point of the season because the kid was flying and going to the Euros. For me, he was literally on that plane going to the Euros. He would have been one of 7 right backs of the team. We just lost everything at that point. You could just tell. I think it just taken its toll, and I think you see that when Tielemans was crying on the pitch. He so wants to get Champions League football for himself, for Leicester, for top. You could see it, mate. I think it had all taken its toll on him at the back end of the season.
Yeah, mate. And what I was going to say was,
ball in behind. Vardy takes a touch, shoots. Oh, he drags it wide. Lovely first touch for Vardy. Skips past his man, but the finish was beggars belief. It's not a normal Vardy finish from the position he was in. Or expecting lovely ball lovely ball over the top. Vardy heads it away from the defender. Bit like the position he was in the old Championship for me.
Yeah.
But he scuffs it across the goalkeeper and a good 3 meters wide of the net.
You were talking obviously about injuries there in the Tottenham game and all that, mate. I was going to say as well that Tottenham game, Fofana getting injured in the first half, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, and then did he have to drop back? And the only midfielder you had to bring on was Mendy, who hadn't played for a little while. Don't get me wrong, up to that point, Mendy, at the beginning of the season, was playing week in, week out because, again, Ndidi was injured in that first part of the season and was doing quite well. So I remember the Leeds United game we sat here and did at 4-1 at Ellen Road, and he was phenomenal in the middle of the park that night. He was absolutely brilliant, Mendy was. Leicester just starting to sharpen up, though, watching him play. Ooh. Paris, a lovely little ball round the corner trying to find Vardy. He'd added probably about another second. He's looking up and he's about to find Tielemans, who made the run forward as well. 27 minutes gone at Loftus Road. It's not Loftus Road anymore.
King Summer. I don't know.
Yeah, keep changing names. Could be Welsh, could be Reading, the Carly Singh Stadium.
Oh, I know, that's awful, isn't it?
There's just certain things, mate.
Tottenham are handing over their rights as well soon to a company, but we don't know which company it is yet. That'll be interesting.
Leicester playing the ball around the edge of the area. Barnes shoots. Goalkeeper saves. Barnes gets the ball on the edge, cuts inside, takes a touch and has a crack goal to Paris away.
The Kian Prince Stadium. There we go. Is that named after their owner or something? I know their owners are. I don't know.
No, I don't think it's the only. I think it's to do with one of the academy lads. I'm sure it is or something like that. Yeah, Barnes picks up the edge.
Yes.
Takes a touch.
Yes, sorry, you're right. It was a 15-year-old boy who was sadly killed. Yeah, who I think he was in the academy for QPR. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Ball goes wide. Harvey Barnes on the left-hand side. He's getting more into his game now. Cuts down the left, skips on the left, chip to the back post. Oh, and there's no one there. It was a lovely ball chip to the back post as well. Good work by Barnes. They all thought he was going to cut inside again and go for the right-footed shot.
See what Ndidi just did.
Yeah. Ricardo picks the ball up down the right, plays it to Perez into the box. Perez pulls it across. Deflected away. Be a thrown if Ricardo can't keep it in. He can't.
What's your tipple today? It is what it says on the glass. Star Pramen. It's Star Pramen in a Star Pramen glass.
Oh, Tielemans finds Ndidi, edge of the area. Finds Vardy. takes it one time. He had time to take a touch. And did he again? Lose the ball. First time I said that in a long time. And did he lose the ball to an opposition? QPR breaks to the edge area, a little step over. And did he wins the ball back? There we go. Normal service resumed. Absolutely outmuscled the QPR player there and just wins the ball back. I mean, 30 minutes in, performance-wise, better for me than what I've seen in all pre-season.
We love that.
Tillerman sets Vardy away. Vardy into the edge of the area. Oh, goalkeeper comes out and wins the ball. What a ball by Tillerman.
Yeah.
That's what we missed. And this is what I was saying. We're all getting carried away. There we go. Tillerman's, the ball, the little 1-2's around the box. And Tillerman sends Vardy away. Just overcooks the pass. Yeah. And the goalkeeper comes out, clatters the ball, and Vardy didn't look happy that he got clattered, by the way. But for the three midfielders there really got involved. It was a lovely ball by Samari into the path of Ndidi, flicked it to Tillemans. Tillemans then broke away, and he slides the ball for Vardy. And what a ball it was! We're talking the tiniest left pace, and Vardy's running away. Oh,
I know, mate. I know. I've just seen it, mate. I've just seen it. And I'm his biggest. I defend him more than anyone, mate. I defend him more than anyone, but he's not having a good game so far.
Yeah, Perez is looking a little bit off the ball, but it is his first game there. Perez picked the ball up and a bit of lack of communication there. Vardy had gone in behind and Perez went in for the short ball as Locks' internet drops out or he's run out of beer. Locks disappears into the unknown as we continue at Loftus Road. QPR the ball into the Leicester half, edge of the area. He'll take a shot here. He does take a shot and he flies it into the back, into the top away end, into the low end. Better for QPR though. They got in between the lines. The ball goes over the top of the crossbar. Let's take the goal kick shot and play on again at the back. Let's go back to Ricardo, to Fofana, back to Ricardo up the right-hand side. Little 1-2s around the park. Little 1-2, Ricardo into the centre of midfield, onto the halfway line. Bang in the centre circle. Goes wide, fires Ryan Bertram. Cuts inside his man, loses the ball. Unlucky by Ryan. It was the right idea, but he just couldn't get through the break. Tillemans then pulls his man down. Free kick, QPR. Bang on the halfway line. Gary, who's the QPR manager at the minute? Mark Warburton comes into my head at the moment. I think Mark Warburton's still there. As we hit 32 minutes played. QPR kick the ball. Little 1-2s by QPR between Leicester. And Ndidi steps in and wins the ball again to Samari. Back to Tillemans, back to Ndidi. Leicester just popping it around now. Back to Sancho at the back. Sancho's now telling the lads, you've got to move the ball quicker. You've got to make options for me. It's what you want to see from this centre half. He's young, but he needs to start taking command of the game in that position because for me, I don't know how long Johnny Evans is going to be out for. I've not heard when he's back. Go wide. Leicester keep the ball. It was a foul. Ricardo, edge of the area on the right hand side. He'll drop his shoulders, clip it to the back post. Vardy coming in. Can't keep it away. QPR see it out. No, they won't. It stays in play. And it'll be a goal kick. Yeah, goal kick to QPR. It's not Gary. Ball goes on so great. It's been a long time. I had my jab yesterday and I'm absolutely shattered. I didn't sleep well last night. Oh yeah, here he yawning. Jakupovic has the ball. 34 minutes played in the game and Leicester playing again out from the back after a long goal kick went all the way through from QPR. Leicester's had the best chance for me though. Vardy's scuffed one wide of all of probably 7-8 yards out. Should be doing better. Tinnerman's broken to the air, another one dragged his shot wide. Just a little bit rusty in places. But we know this is Leicester and we'll come back. It's pre-season, it's not a big thing, it's the minutes under the belt. Vardy, for me, though, is looking more sharper than he did back end of the season. I honestly feel he was knackered as well. I think all the players were knackered. Throwing to Leicester right on the Leicester goal line. Yep, definitely Mark Warburton. He's just gone to him on the screen in his kit in the QPR dugout. What do you think of Arsenal signing Ben White? 50 million, centre half. It's a lot of pressure on a kid to come in at that age. Look, from what I've seen and what I hear from his time at Leeds and what the Brighton fans said, he's a very talented ball-playing centre half. Is he going to be able to solve the problems at Arsenal on his own? We'll see as the season goes off. One player doesn't turn around and make a team, and Ben White will be a good signing for Arsenal, don't get me wrong, but I think they've got more problems than just one player coming in at the back.
Nothing's changed, mate. I'm still lagging out of the streams and stuff. As always.
Right. Let's have a little chance, but it weren't much. Refill as well. I said that. I said his internet's kicked out and he's probably refilled.
Yeah.
Leicester just pop it around a bit of the part. Sorry, I'm yawning. Like I said a minute ago, I had my jab yesterday, my first one.
Oh, you feel a bit rough, mate?
I don't feel rough, actually. My arms hurt me the most. And the amount of time I rolled onto it during the game and during the night was ridiculous. Actually, like I said to Miss this morning, I thought I'd feel worse this morning and I didn't. I just woke up a bit tired. I've not woke up, I've not had any headaches, no nauseous, nothing, mate. I felt quite well. QPR into the Leicester box, edge of the area, sets it up. One little touch down the left, chip towards the back post. We know the ploy from QPR is get wide and look for lots for Charlie Austin. And we all know Charlie Austin is a danger man. Actually, yeah, ball go down. Great play by Fofana. Wins the ball, then wins a free kick. Well played, Fofana.
What are you going to do for the Wembley, mate? Just have a test. Have a test, is it? If you
yeah, I've got a test. Yeah, I've got my test booked for next Friday, mate. Same as I did for the FA Cup final. I'll go get it done. Bit what's good about it, beyond shared, you know, they weren't asking that for the England games and all that. That you had to have your passport and you had to have a vaccination card, but then suddenly it's a club game and it's, oh, well, you need to have this. Hold on a minute, there's more people who are coming up and down the country to the England games than there is for the Man City and Leicester game.
Yeah. Exactly, mate.
Ball in behind, Barnes, down the left-hand channel, into the box, skips past one, plays it off the QPR, and it goes out for a goal kick. Barnes is looking lively though, mate.
Yeah, for sure, mate.
Which vaccination did I have? I had the it's gone up here now.
Pfizer,
mate. Yeah, I had Pfizer.
Me.
I wasn't gonna have the other one, even if they'd offered me. I wasn't taking the chance of blood clots and all that. So no, Pfizer's the one I've had. I won't have a problem with that.
I had both mine, so that means I can go on holiday to see Jamie. I'm going in a few weeks,
yes.
4 more weeks.
Today. 4
weeks today. I'm going. Yeah. Go over and watch. I don't know if there's going to be a game on. Probably not a Leicester game, but there'll be some kind of game on. So watch it on the Fox's Arms.
What day are you out there?
I don't know. When is it? Sorry, let's have a look. So, it's the 28th of August. 28th of August, 4 weeks today, I believe that is. So you're coming out, Tom. Fancy it, mate. Fancy
28th of August. You might have Norwich to watch, mate.
Oh, is that on the 28th? Is it?
Yeah, 3 o'clock kickoff. Unless it changes.
Nice, mate.
And then you got the 11th. Then we don't play till the 11th of September because of international football.
Oh, great! But like we've not had enough of that this year. Yeah, mate. Yeah, looking forward to it. If anybody else is going out to Mallorca or in 4 weeks' time, over to the Fox's Arms, I'll be there. I heard Jamie's got a deal on at the minute. 5 San Miguel's for 12 euro, 10 euros, something like that. I don't know. Check out Fox's Arms on Facebook. I'm gonna go, mate. I'm already planning, mate. I'm gonna go there, get a nice belly buster breakfast, mate. Have a pint with Jamie. Yeah, I'll take him something over. I'll take him something over from the club shop as well, because he has to pay 25 quid delivery at the minute, which is shocking. Yeah, because of Brexit, mate. Before it was, I think he said £10. Now it's £25 he has to pay. So if he's paying for a 60 quid shirt, which this was, 25 quid on top.
The price of the shirts are starting to go a bit silly though, mate. I mean, like I was saying, to get Henry a shirt the other day, he's 45 plus a name on the back. It suddenly adds up to like 60 quid. Like,
yeah, mate.
Just for a football shirt. I mean, it's the days of paying, 30 quid for a shirt have gone out the window. It's complete now, especially when they're saying like Man United shirt is £100 or something for the Man U shirt.
I mean, I find it amazing, mate. I know it's a Community Shield, and a lot of people don't consider it as a competitive fixture, but the fact that the Community Shield at Wembley against Man City is the tickets are cheaper than Leicester versus Wolves on the first game of the season.
I mean, I paid 57 for my ticket for the FA Cup final. I was in the lower tier, but the second section back, and I was on the front row. I had a brilliant view of the guys right behind Tillerman's strike when it went in. This time round, I went for the cheaper option. I've gone up in the upper tier, 25 quid, but on the front row because I just want to try. They talk about Wembley that it's this all-purpose multi, sit where you want. You ain't got a bad view. I just thought I'd just sit upstairs this time. But like I said, Matt, I'm gobsmacked that there's over 10,000 tickets left going into a game against, a chance for some more silverware. I mean, yes, it is a pre-season game. We're still class it as that, we will. But it's we'll see Ricardo down the right-hand side. Just can't get past his man. And that's where he's still lacking that little bit of pace, what we used to have to go past players. Can't buy a Man U shirt when toilet rolls are cheaper. Oh dear. I think I upset Gray earlier. So I called him Gary again.
Again.
I didn't mean to, mate.
Can't go to Alcudia if you're doing the watch. Mate, trust me. I'm sorry, but I will pick Alcudia over watch-alongs any day of the week. I could go live. I could still do it. I could do it on my phone. I'll tune in. Tom's sat here.
Samara's just nutmegged someone in the middle of the party, turned, ran into trouble, and still got out by nutmegging someone. I mean, out of him and Daka, I think he's made the more impression.
Yeah, for sure, mate. Yeah. Daka's had a bit of a. I mean, we haven't had much attacking threat, have we, in the first couple of games? So Daka's going to struggle with that.
I think Daka knows he's not going to be the one who starts. He's going to be between, Vardy will be the natural starter.
Do you think? You think that will be what it is?
Mate. I think Vardy's still got another year left in him, mate, to start games. I think at the end of next season, you might be looking at him, you're fading him away. But I think going forward, it probably will be Vardy who'll start most of the matches in the big games. And I think you'll then use Nacho and Daka when you need to change things, because Daka can also play wide. So if you're losing a game and you want to chuck a few players on, well, now we've got that option, where before and you only had Nacho to chuck on as a striker. You've got that difference now. You've got Daka, you've got Iheanacho to come on. Barnes is back. That's a hell of a front three at times, 4 at times. Barnes loses the ball. Ooh, QPR get away with that one there. Try to play one but went the wrong way.
It's just that
3 minutes gone.
Take
your binoculars, Thomas. You're in the upper tier. I will take my binoculars.
I was in the upper tier for the last Community Shield, mate. For the against Man United, I was in the upper tier for that.
Good view.
Oh.
QPR into the box. Pulls it back. Shoots. Goal. QPR. 1-0 to QPR. Bang on 44 minutes. Charlie Austin. Surprise. Always seems to pop up. Little 1-2 round the corner. Leicester didn't deal with it at all. Ball pulled back and Austin side foots it into the roof of the net. It's a good little goal from QPR in theory, but down that left-hand side we got torn apart. But again, pre-season, that's where you have to start learning from.
Well, I'll tell you what, mate, because this is my first. Did you do a watch along for the first 2? for both pre-season friendlies?
I did watch a lot. I did the watch along for the Burton game. What was 0-0 with me and Phil, and we watched some hilarious penalties.
Yeah,
and
I
was at Wycombe myself for the second one.
Yeah, so it's nice to do a watch along and not care about an opposition, because normally, I mean, the viewers will know I will not be very happy right now. So I'm happy to just sit here. It's a Saturday afternoon in the summer with a beer, watching Leicester in a new shirt. So it's all good, Tom. It's all good. We've only got to worry in 2 weeks. That
sums it up nicely. It was too much ball watching. We all watched the ball, and the player makes the little 1-2 round the corner, and no one's trapped the run. Simple as that. So bang on 44 minutes as well. What would probably disappoint Rodgers not to be going in at 0-0 in a pre-season. Even though it's pre-season, he still want the players to be switched on. And it's a poor goal to give away for my liking. You know, if you do that in the Premier League, you get slated for it. So it'll be interesting to see who he starts in the back line, though, for me on that first day at Wolves. Will it be Luton? Oh, Sancho makes a right mess at the back there, gives the ball away luckily, and Diddy wins it back. Edge of the area there, QPR still have it. Go down. And Diddy steps in again, throw to Leicester.
I think that's half time, mate.
That is it. Half time. Half time, QPR 1, Leicester 0. QPR score right on the brink of half time. Little 1-2 round the corner, pulled it back, and there was Austin in the middle of the box to smash it into the roof of the net. Jakubovic had no chance of it. It was right in the top corner. Poor defence in there. Leicester's had their moments. Vardy had a very good chance for me where he pulled it wide from all of 8-9 yards out. It should be hitting the target. And Tillemans had another good effort that he should have done better with where he dragged it wide. But the story of the first half, another pre-season game, let's just remember that, is QPR Queen's Park Rangers 1, Leicester City 0.
And just to show as well, just to fill the time, I also got this from the club shop this morning, mate, and I kicked myself. So I paid £3.50 for this. It is a Cadbury's chocolate bar with, as you can see, the Leicester shirt on it. However, I didn't realise until I pulled it out of my bag afterwards that it was just a sleeve. It wasn't even. I thought it was a Dairy Milk wrapper with Leicester with a Leicester kit, but it was just a sleeve. It was just a bit of card. So I've saved this for a rough time, so I'm going to keep it here. I'm not going to eat it yet. And in the season, Tom, when we're watching Leicester lose 2-0 to Norwich, I'm going to pull it out and I'm going to eat it to comfort eat.
Comfort
but yeah,
eat,
Tom,
I like that.
Yeah, mate. I don't know if Phil's joining us. I don't know. Do you need to drop out for a few minutes, mate?
I could drop out for a minute, mate. Like Sam, at the end of the game, I've got to drop out straight away because I'm going for a meal at 5 o'clock, so I need to go straight away after the game. But Jackie boy's going to join you by the looks of it, mate.
Yes, mate. Right, I'll see you in 15 minutes, pal. Yeah. Cheers, mate. Jack, mate, what were your thoughts on that?
I said it. I said Charlie Austin was going to score.
Well, you did, and it's your.
He missing from there.
Yeah, mate. It was. Do you? I mean, you've obviously you've been to all 3 friendly games, right?
Yeah.
What did you think in comparison to the other 2?
We've been better attacking. We've created some more chances than what we've created over the last 2 fixtures. I think that goal from Charlie Austin, it took 3 players and they couldn't get the ball off the bloke who were on this left-hand side, and the goal could have been prevented, but, Charlie Austin, the goal scorer that he is, he's never going to miss from there if someone's going to lay it off to him in that sort of fashion.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. I mean, Harvey Barnes has looked strong, hasn't he? It's obviously we spoke before the game. We've said that we were excited to see him back on the pitch. What have you made to him so far?
Yeah, fantastic. Ricky P looks more fitter, more sharper. Harvey Barnes, he's just going to get back to some sort of normality after his injury last season. Indeed, he's done well. Sumer, not really seen much of Vardy. Perez, same as always. Not really going to comment on him too much. So I'm not going to call out one player. You've got to really look at the defensive side of the game, really. Cags has been fantastic. It's just not that one little blip, and obviously we're 1-0 down right before half time.
Yeah, mate, absolutely, completely agree with you. And just a quick one as well on the atmosphere at the stadium today. What's it like, mate? Is it come close to Burton? Because I think Burton was the best, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's been good atmosphere at QPR. Obviously, the 2,000 odd that followed Leicester to London today. It's a fantastic Saturday afternoon. Just a shame it's not going in QPR's net. The goals are winning Leicester's.
Yeah, mate, completely agree. What do they sing again? So, my garden shed is bigger than this. My garden shed is bigger than this. It's got a door and a window. My garden shed is bigger than this. Right. Cheers, Jack, mate. I'm keeping you in. I'm just going to bring Elijah in. How you doing, mate? You all right?
Hello.
What did you make to that, mate? I mean, it was just a proper pre-season half, just like the other two games, wasn't it?
Exactly. Like we're looking a little more promising. There's a little more promise in front of net, but it's halftime. We're a goal down. We still haven't scored yet.
Yeah, and we were just speaking there about Barnes. What do you make to him so far? I mean, I'm really happy with him in the first half. The energy levels seem to be up there.
Yeah, honestly, it's just there still hasn't been very much intensity, and I don't blame the team for that because it's preseason.
Yeah.
I don't really think there's a player I could point at and say that I'm disappointed by them. It's just been a middle-of-the-road performance, and they had a really nice play through to get the goal.
Yeah, completely agree, mate. Jack, I'm going to drop you out just for a minute. I'll bring you back before the game starts, just because of the background noise, mate. So I'll bring you back in a sec. Let's get Gray in. How are you, Gray? You all right?
Yeah, not too bad, you boys.
All good, mate. All good, thank you. What did you make of that, mate? I mean, I was just saying to Elijah, it was a proper pre-season, just like the other two games, proper pre-season football.
Yeah, but credit to QPR. They're playing some good football. They're going to be a force in the Championship next season. And what a goal by Charlie Austin. I mean, it was a great goal. And, you know, they took Man United apart, didn't they, last week? And they are looking good. But we just don't look like we've got any sort of thought about what we're doing with it. We just go side with side, and trying the long ball. It's not working.
Yeah, completely agree, mate. I want to get your opinion quick, Gray. I mean, you can tell it's a Leicester City watch along. The comments are flying in. Now, I know what you think about him personally, but there's a lot of comments flying in about Yezi Perez, mate. Like, a lot of comments. I mean, I get he's been poor, but it's a pre-season game. Like,
I'm not being funny.
Go on, carry on, mate. Go on.
I'll take 10 grand a week and I'll play better than him.
But it's if people are coming in with comments about Perez, but has Vardy been any better? What's Vardy like?
Not yet, but
this is what I'm.
It's Jamie Vardy. He's got that threat. Perez is total dog turd. He hasn't done anything since he's been at the club. He hasn't, though, has he? And I actually thought it was Gazelle that scooped that ball. That terrible cross. But has Gazelle touched the ball?
He's not on, is he? He's not playing.
Is he not? Or is he on the bench?
On the bench.
I hope he stays there.
Perez and Barnes on either side, yeah. Well, if Gazelle stays, I mean, I'm sure the youngster will be coming on now for Perez anyway. The
Manawasi.
God knows.
Can you imagine Jamie trying to pronounce that name?
Yeah, oh my God. And Tom. Wait till the second half. Tom will be worse.
No, Tom can't even pronounce my name right.
Gary, yeah. Elijah, I mean, any standouts? Obviously, I know we mentioned Barnes, but apart from Barnes, anyone who you thought, looks good so far? I think, personally, for me, Fofana's looked good as well. What do you reckon?
I can get behind that as well. I think Fofana's been sort of our best in the sort of defensive midfield and further back. Again, I don't think anybody has been terrible. I don't think anyone's been remarkable in this game so far. It's just been, it looks like they're just getting out there to get fitness.
Yeah, completely agree, mate. And I'm guessing we're going to see a full change now. I imagine at half
I hope
time,
not.
a full change
I hope
11.
not.
Well, I hope not either, mate, because I think we want to see more of these these players for more of the game, because you would imagine 90% of these players are going to start the first game against Wolves. So, but obviously we mentioned Manawisi. I mean, we mentioned Perez as well, Gray. Do you think Perez starts that first game of the season?
No
And if
way.
not, who starts? Who starts there?
Oh, Perez should be in the under-23s or sold.
Who starts? Who starts at right wing?
I'd put Kasper there and play Jakupucic in goal.
I don't know what's more funny, mate, the statement or your pronunciation. Jakupupovic.
Yeah, I've had a few.
Jakupupovic. But yeah, let's move on from the Perez. I mean, me and Tom were talking in the game there, Gray, about Ricardo. Yeah. We were talking about Ricardo, mate. I mean, Ricardo, we were saying in the game, obviously it's a big season for him, trying to get back into full fitness. It still doesn't look like he's there, but do you agree? You think it's going to be a big year for him this year?
Definitely. I mean, I said it when he came back on your shows last season, that he's got that thought in his head that I've had a big injury. He's not the same player, and if he carries on the way he was last season, he won't be in the first team. He won't be first name on the team sheet, and it's sad because he's a great player, but that injury is such a big injury for a player. You always have that in the back of your mind going into a tackle. Is this tackle going to be the end of my career?
Yeah. And Elijah, your thoughts on Ricardo, mate? I mean, what do you think? Obviously, as we said, he looks all right today. Just looks obviously average, as a few of your players do. But it's going to be a big year for him trying to get back to the form he had before his injury.
100%. Yeah, I'm hopeful for him. He seems to be doing okay in this match. But yeah, absolutely, it's going to be critical, and I think we'll probably know by maybe 4 or 5 games into this season. But with Evans, he's going to be getting rotated in and out, probably depending on how his heel is doing. What I like about Ricardo is that he really seems to have like one of those level heads that could help guide the defense. So if he can get that form back, that's what we're really going to need from him, is someone who can sort of marshal some of the younger heads like Soyuncu in the defense.
Yeah, I mean, Elijah,
that's a great comment that's on the bottom there.
Yeah, Greg, I was just going to say, Elijah, we saw a lot of these comments last season, and obviously we're seeing them now already. Would you like to see that Ricardo Pereira starting, further up the field in the right wing position, maybe instead of Perez, and then Castagna right back, Luke Thomas left back for now, whilst Justin's out?
Where does Bertrand go?
Well, he's not going to start, is he? He's not going to be the starter. You'd have Luke Thomas. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. Personally, I'd have Luke Thomas over Bertrand, but
I'd see Bertrand as more of a rotation player as well myself. I don't know. I feel like Castagna might be a little bit more attack focused than Pereira, in my opinion. I feel like you could almost switch those two. I could see definitely a rotation between any of these 3 players could work. Just don't put Perez in defense, but obviously, but I don't dislike Perez as much as most people do. I think that he's a good depth player. I don't think that he is starting team material at the moment, but I think he's a good player to bring off on the bench when you need a little bit more energy on the right side. The same way that, Mark Albrighton probably couldn't play 90 minutes against Manchester City, but he's a great player to bring on when you need a fresh set of legs who can put some crosses in for 40 minutes.
Yeah, completely agree, mate. Right, Gray and
Can
Elijah.
I just quickly say something?
Go on. Go on, go on.
Cags is obviously missing Johnny Evans at the back. Ryan Bertrand at Burton was keeping Cags in check and the centre-backs in check. I think that's why you need Bertrand in the back, because he's got the older Premier League head and he can talk to the others.
Evans is out. Maybe whilst Evans is out. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I get that. I get it completely.
I feel like it was something we were saying towards the end of last season, was that whoever the second center back is, Johnny Evans makes them look world class. He did that with Maguire. He's doing that with Soyuncu. He makes the center back partnership without taking all the credit for it.
Yeah. And we joined Jack here, as I'm guessing the players are coming back out. Jack, what's the team looking like? Is it a new team?
Yeah, it is.
What about the bloke picking his nose?
I might have a line just about to come out, so I'll have a quick look here. But Jack, are you confident, mate? Go on, what are you going to say? What are you going to say?
Great. He obviously found a new Jose Perez up. It should be a. I really hope that we can score, but I think if we're going to change it full 11, I just don't see where a goal is going to come from. Really, I think if we change it one by one, then yes. But if it's a full 11, then no. Because if you looked at the Wycombe game and the Burton game, we just don't know where the goal is, and we're conceding the goals that we shouldn't really be conceding. But I think I'm not sure what team Brendan Rodgers is going to go for second half. Does he go with the same 11, then just change a couple?
Well, yeah. We'll find out now. Tom, are you there, mate? Are you with us? Tom, do you know what the team is? Have you seen anything? Has the team been changed? Oh, it looks like the same. It looks like the same.
Looks like the same lads are still coming out, mate.
Hi, Tim.
Right. Gray,
Who's coming out
Elijah,
second half?
Jack, I'm going to let you go. Join us at full time, guys. Cheers. Thanks for coming on at half time. And so it looks like the same team, Tom. Looks like the same team for the second half, unless one or two of all Brighton. All Brighton's on.
All Brighton looks like it's coming on. So maybe one or two changes, but I don't think it'll be like it has been in the first two games. I don't think it'll be like a full second team coming out for the second half. Will Brighton having enough on the touchline on the QPR coaches? Apparently, Bailey has joined Aston Villa. Fair play to him. Fair play to him. I don't know how much they're going to pay for him. I don't think Leicester wanted to pay 45 million, what they were talking about. I don't see Leicester paying 45 million this transfer window. I think our budget is somewhere between 20 and 30 million for players at the moment, sadly. Glad to see Mark coming on, but quite surprised if it's for Barnes. I'm not surprised for Barnes because it's his first game back in, probably nearly 7 months. So he's going to take time. 45 minutes under his belt, good 45. Another probably 45, 60 against, Villarreal Wednesday night. And then probably another 60 to 70 minutes again, Manchester City, you probably see Barnes. They've got to gradually build him back in. So I'm not surprised that Harvey Barnes is the one to make way. He's had a good 45 minutes under his belt. Then let's run him into the ground in his first game back and pick up another knock. We paid 30 million for Perez. We did pay 30 million for Perez, but probably was over the top. But on his day, in the right position, as a 10, not as all out on the wing, you see the best of Perez you can. I still think there's a player there.
I can't believe. You know what? I can believe the amount of hate he's getting already. He's played 45 minutes of football.
I know. He just gets slated, mate. He's the new Andy King for me. He's the new Ben Chilwell.
Yeah.
For some reason, one player has to take the brunt of everyone.
Crazy.
Don't get me wrong. I don't think he's in the 2 seasons he's been here that he's, lit up the King Power Stadium like I was expecting him to. I was expecting a bit more from him over the 2 years, but I think he gets harshly criticised some of the time when things aren't going the way. It's easier just to blame Perez. Sancho goes down to easy free throw into QPR. They didn't win it back. Great 45 on his belt. Yeah, totally spot, mate. 45 minutes. I don't see what Barnes would need any more than that. You've got to gradually build him back into match fitness. There's no point throwing him into 90 now and then pull him a hamstring, because this is the stage of the comeback where things have happened, like not the injury he had before, but it'll be something else, because those are the ones, the muscles and stuff that you haven't been using. Sorry, I was trying to get words out there. What you haven't been using, that's where you get the injuries more. Players, when they've injured one part of the body, you get an injury somewhere else, is because you're overcompensating on the way you're running and movement sometimes. Who else to blame? Well, but
this is my point.
Why should there be a blame game? If the team lose, it's a team loss, not a one player's fault, unless it's a howler from that player.
I mean, there was no blame when Leicester lost against Wycombe and lost against Burton, but because it's QPR and Perez on the pitch, there's a blame. You know what I mean? It's just I'm not excusing him for poor performances. I'm not doing that. I honestly, if you don't like him, that's fair enough, yeah. But it's just in situations like this. Like, he's played 45 minutes of football. We're in the same situation we were against Wycombe, and we lost to Burton as well on penalties. Like, why blame him? No one was on there going, "Oh, that Jamie Vardy, he couldn't score against Wycombe or Burton." Like, it's just give it a rest,
I was going to say, now you could blame Vardy for us not going at 1-1 because he had the best chance of the QPR into the edge of the area, chipped towards the back post and headed it away for a corner kick. Vardy had the best chance and he missed it. Demarai Gray's looking good at Everton. I'd look good at Everton playing against teams in the United States at the moment. Look, I said the other night, I've got no hate to Demarai Gray. The kid has got bags of potential and bags of ability, and he has got that ability, Demarai Gray. The problem is he's a 1 in 4, 1 in 5 game that he shows that bags of potential, or he'll come off the bench, have a worldie, and then he starts the next game and he goes missing. So, look, Everton fans will see. I hope it works out of him because for England, he could play in England if he wanted to. But he's got to sort his consistency out to be anywhere near playing Everton week in, week out when they've got players like James Rodriguez in their team.
Personally, for me, Gray, I think you can slag Perez off for a lot, but one thing you can't slag him off for is work rate. I think he's got a good work rate, Perez, personally. I think he puts an effort in every time he plays. I don't think he's lazy.
That's Rodgers. That's why I picked him, mate. If you're honest, why does Rodgers pick him on the right?
Under didn't get a look in
because he didn't work hard enough. And Albrighton came out and said in a press conference quite blatantly that if you don't work for the team, you don't get picked. That straight away set the alarm bells for him. Under doesn't play because he doesn't work hard enough. He said, like Albrighton said, you can have all the skill, all the flair, but for this team, you have to work for each other. And if you don't work, the gaffer won't pick you. Well, that basically set it up. Under was never going to get it here because he's got all the ability, and we've seen that, but he hasn't got the work ethic.
Yeah, as Andy says, I mean, if people think they can play better than Perez and shit, it's just, I get it, football opinions and all that, and fair enough. Like, I just didn't understand why people are coming for Perez, and after he's played 45 minutes of football for the first time since May, it's ridiculous. But yeah, anyway,
just say that there's no witch up, mate. It's all a matter of opinions, and the game is a matter of opinion. All the lots are trying to point out is that Perez didn't play against Wycombe, he didn't play against Burton, and we lost both games. No one said a blind anything against those two games, but the QPR game, we're losing, and Perez starts. Oh, Perez is starting. It's easy just to blame Perez straight away. It's only pre-season. Before QPR look better side. Pre-season so far, 240 minutes against lower league opposition, not scored a goal. Fans need to ease off Perez. Well,
I mean, that's it. Like, no one was moaning. No one was singling out a player against Wycombe or Burton. No one did that. I've not seen anywhere where someone singled out anyone. But as soon as Perez is on the pitch, that's it. So. But yeah, that aside, as Phil says, from what he's seen, QPR at the better side. I mean, look, Tom, this is what some fans need to look at. I mean, QPR beat Man United 4-1, like 4-4-2, whatever it was. And I'm not saying QPR are a better side than Man United, but the point is, it's pre-season. It is pre-season. We beat. I mean, Ahmed Musa scored 2 goals against Barcelona in pre-season the year after we won the league, mate. That summer. Ahmed Musa, scored 2 goals against Barcelona. So do not take much from pre-season.
We all thought he was Messi. Ball into the box. Tillemans corner kick to Leicester. 51-minute played.
A very good thing for us, mate, as well with the Community Shield is that we've got a kind of competitive game before the real league start, the Premier League starts. So we're going to have a feel for because a lot of people don't class it as a competitive game, because it's just a Mickey Mouse trophy. But still, the team are going to want to win it, and the fans going to want to win it. It's at Wembley, and it's going to be a good day, isn't it? So it's a great way to start off.
I was
campaign.
gutted when we lost to Man United in the last one because of the way we lost. Literally the last 5 minutes of the game, and probably the best players in the world to score a header that it wasn't a spectacular goal. It was a great header, don't get me wrong, but the way we lost it. But there's another game really. We didn't play that well in the game. I can't think of it. It was one of the games we thought, we've battered Man U and we've lost the game. We didn't really play that well. And I think we all knew then it was going to be a slog of a season. So I was just putting there, we didn't win a game in pre-season in 2015-16 season. Like I said, for me, the results aren't the big issue for me. It's about getting through pre-season, getting fitness under the belts. Oh, QPR rattled the post. Corner came in, deflected out to the lad on the edge of the area, and he hits it on the volley straight across the Jakupovic, back across the goal, and rattles the post. Still shaking out. QPR into the box again, pulled across, corner kick. QPR turning the screw, and they look like more of the team is going to score the second goal. What a hit though that was by the young lad. Ball take a quick corner, deflected out. First time volley. I don't know what Jakupovic was even diving for. It was passing before he even moved. Headed away
Tom,
by. Sorry, mate. Corner kick against QPR.
Last pre-season, do you remember the games? What games were they? Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. I was going to say, I'm not one for looking at pre-season and remembering them. Yeah, I remember like the ones at B2. I mean, we
played Birmingham. I think Birmingham we played as well, didn't we? At one point.
Played them a couple of years ago and we lost. I remember going to Wycombe, mate. Not Wycombe, Shrewsbury. We had Shrewsbury in a few years. Like Nigel loved going to Shrewsbury away. Used to lose every time. But what a day out that was, drinking beer and enjoying, Shrewsbury Town Centre. It was a great time out. That's what it was for me, is pre-season. Enjoying your time out, enjoying going to some of the smaller grounds like your Wycombes and stuff that we don't get to go to often. Loftus Road, I've been there too many times, and why I didn't decide not to go this weekend. Clip to the back post. Flicked away, QPR. Free man, 2-0 to QPR. And again, you could say it's calamity defending from everyone involved. But what we'll do is we'll blame Perez for the goal going in.
What wasn't Perez in goal? Where was
Perez? Perez should have been at the back post. Perez should have been the one on the line there, because that's the easy option.
Hold on.
Look,
surely that was off. What's Perez? Why hasn't Perez put his flag up? Why hasn't Jose Perez put his Lino flag up? What's going on there?
Who's marking at the back post, by the way? I like how we're all got our hands up, but nobody. If in doubt, blame Perez, hit Nick Moore. Like that. Yeah, let me just go back to the rule book of commentating. If in doubt, blame Perez. There we go.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
66-1 to relegation. Lump on Patrick Huff. Hey, look. New season, anything can happen. We've seen the glory days. You can see the other side of it as well. But whatever happens, as I will point out, I will still renew my season ticket, whatever division of football we're playing in. It doesn't bother me. To the other 7,000 glory hunter season ticket holders that jumped on after we won the championship, we probably will lose that 7,000 season ticket holders back into the championship, and there'll be loads of seats left again. It's the way it is. You'll have the fans who are committed to the football club wherever we're playing at. Ball to the edge of the area. Played up. Oh, good ball by Bertrand there. Leicester trying to get a goal back. 55 played 2-0 down. No, it doesn't matter.
2-0 QPR. Well, I mean, like we said, honestly, mate, I really don't care. Like, this was it, mate. And then the Burton game, I went to the pub after the Burton game and I was speaking to loads of people. I was just like, it was just so nice to be back. You know what I mean? Like,
mate, it's the same feeling that I had when I went to Wembley, just to be watching a game live.
Yeah.
And that's what I appreciate. I appreciate going to games now or more after the last 18 months, mate. That's what I think we appreciate more than it was before.
Absolutely, mate. You know what? If we finish mid-table this year, you know what I mean? A nice season, full capacity in the grounds, home and away. Oh, mate, it will just be. Everyone will enjoy it, just being back. But yeah, it's good. I've got a feeling, mate. Tom, I've got a big feeling it's going to be another roller coaster season this year. I've got a feeling about it.
It's typical Leicester following Leicester, though. We never do things easy.
Gray's asked Tom, did your son? Did you see
Oh, mate, he loved it.
match?
Absolutely loved his first game. Absolutely loved it. Shame we couldn't get a goal, but just to go and for him to see what it's like to be at a football match, he's loved it. He's always asking where he can go next, so be interested to see where he can get tickets. I'd like to get a ticket for Wolves, but we'll see what I can get. Because obviously, when I get a ticket,
mate,
I've got to move. Well, I got my ticket, whatever happens, but obviously, if you get a ticket for Hen, I have to move my seat because I sit next to my two mates in SK1, and there's never any spare tickets up in that block.
Right, okay.
So
You're going to Wolves, though?
I'll be going to Wolves, mate, definitely. We'll be meeting up blocks. Don't worry about that. I'm not sure if I'm staying in Leicester or not. I might be staying in Leicester.
Get a hotel at
stay in Leicester. Well, there is the option now already, mate, if I'm honest with you. That's something I've already sort of looked into.
Mate,
But,
I'll get a tab going. I'll get a tab going at Blues Bar.
Put it on the Phil credit card.
Yeah, the hologram credit card.
Hologram credit card, Leicester TV
He's
card.
watching. He's watching.
I know he is.
Watching.
I'm waiting for the reaction.
Go on, Phil. Let us know. QPR playing very well. Go on,
QPR playing brilliantly.
QPR
playing, but you talking about mouth. QPR playing absolutely brilliant. But let's not forget they did beat Man United team 4-2 the other week. So it's one of those things. They're not a bad team, mate. And again, it's pre-season. Let's not get carried away. Bertram into the box, pulls it back. Oh, fires it over the top of everyone. Ricardo picks it up, cuts back, finds a Didier area, left-footed shot, straight into the goalie's hands.
How did he finish on there? Keep up the honest opinions from fans. Yeah, that's it. It's all honest opinions. We just debate them. As Nick says here, play like beep, pre-season and rock the league. It'll be typical Leicester to do that. And Rossi says he should have drank more last night. Oh, Ross should have drank more last night. Yeah.
Well, we saw what happened last time. He drank too much and it rocks up on a Sunday morning.
Phil reckons they'll buy us a pint of. If we win, we're three good. Come on, Phil. That's a bit tight.
Down the right hand side, crawled across. Vardy. Oh, he couldn't get to it. Good defending by QPR. Ball down the right. Ricardo getting behind, lays it across. I thought Vardy was going to tap it home, but the QPR defender gets his left foot out and puts a block in. Corner kick. 60 minutes played. Yes, we've had a shot and goal. Let's have a disco.
You can all blame Perez, but apparently he hosts a good party. Yeah, I've heard that as well. Yeah. Ooh.
Shot by O'Brien, saved by a goalkeeper.
We've had a shot on goal. Let's all have a disco. Let's all have a disco. La 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 la. We've had a shot on target. We've had a shot on target. La 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 la.
Positive this
Nick
game.
Said, yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Vardy.
To the area. Oh, tries to find Albrighton and made a run down the left-hand side. What do you make of the Albrighton signing a new contract, mate? I'm over the moon with him. He knows he ain't going to be a regular, but he's more than happy to come and be a bench man and play, games where we need him to. He'll start some games. If we play a 5-back-5, he knows he can play that wing-back role for the club. So, I think it's brilliant from Leicester.
Yeah, mate. You know what? I was really disappointed and worried when I heard that Burnley were interested because obviously you can imagine, from a football sense, you could imagine him at Burnley in terms of how they play. But I would have hated that, mate. I love Mark Albrighton. He's one of my favourite players. Me and you, Tom, we've made Reece Taylor see the light on Albrighton, and that's something big to do. That's an achievement in itself. As we see Luke Thomas, Ian Acho, Amati, Benkovic, and somebody else. I couldn't see who that was. Daka all lining up to come on. So the starting 11 have had 60 minutes to play. But yeah, mate, Albrighton. I mean, there's no one in our team that works more hard than him on the pitch. I mean, he is a proper footballer, mate, and I'm really glad to see him stay for much longer because it's a perfect squad player to have. Not just on the pitch, but for atmosphere as well, because it looks like he's a big character in the dressing room as well.
Oh, massive character in the dressing room, mate. And here comes the subs.
We've got Sower as well, Kamal Sower and Kieran.
I think it's the whole team, mate. Near enough, it'll be the whole team coming off. So you got Juby Hall, so Luke Thomas, you got Daniel Amate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. So Bart, Albrighton. I presume it'll be the rest of the team, basically. Yes, it will be. The whole team's coming off, bar Albrighton. Vardy's coming off. Again, there we go. But that's pre-season for you. They've now added another 15 minutes into the tank from just playing 45 minutes. So, positives after that first half team. Barnes, 45 minutes under his belt. Vardy's now done 60 minutes under his belt. Tillemans is coming in and done 60 minutes and looked comfortable for that 60 minutes and looked back to himself as we all thought he would. He hadn't lost his shot on us at all. And then, you bring on, the world-class superstars. Daniel Amartey comes into the mix to show his class at the back and lead the team to victory.
Just keep the Chelsea flags away. The Chelsea flags.
Well, don't. Benkovic, who I think's done all right the last 2 games. I mean, I know against lower league team, but I like Benkovic. I think there's a solid centre half there. The problem you've got is he's never fit. Nelson, again, he did well the other night. I thought I liked the look of Nelson, another big lad at the back. But for the team, people like Nelson took his part. When are they going to get the opportunity? QPR to the area, another one of their talented individuals. Got some skillful players in that team.
I mean, Tom, me and you were speaking about, like in a kind of positive way, saying, it's just pre-season. But are you in any way a bit worried that, 3 games against lower opposition have passed and we haven't seen a goal from open play? Are you a little bit worried about that at all?
Look, the goal side of it doesn't concern me as much as we're not creating enough. That would concern me more. If we create a chance and miss them, fine. I can accept that. We've missed 10 chances, 12 chances in the last 3 games. My concern would be that I haven't seen us create enough chances. But like I was saying earlier, going into my original tweet, you haven't got the likes of Barnes, Tillemans who've been playing in the first 2 games who, for me, create so many chances. Today, I think we've created a lot more chances. Vardy had a very good chance. Barnes had a very good chance. Tillemans had a good chance in that first half. And we've tested the goalkeeper on numerous occasions, where before that, you didn't have the creativity in the middle of the park for me to cause teams as much problems. I know they're lower league teams, but we all know how much an influence in this team Tillemans has, Barnes has running at defenders. Madison's not in here today. Rumours he's got a little injury. Always saying song for Arsenal. No, I don't think he'll go Arsenal, mate, because I don't think Arsenal can afford the 70, 80 million that the club will accept. We're not going to accept 50, 60 million, mate. It's end of the deal. Everyone keeps talking about 60 million. Leicester are not going to accept 60 million for Madison. It's going to be in the region of 70 to 80 million before they'd even think about it. They're talking about Greenish going for 100 million. Madison's got to be around the 80 million mark then. It's not going to be 40 million difference between them two. I don't think Madison's up there in the Greenish 100 million mark because he's been injured so much. And I don't think the second half of the season when he came back, he was anywhere near the Madison we'd seen play in the first half.
And just to let everyone know, the players that have come on, Benkovic, Amartey, Nelson, Thomas, Chowdhury.
Sorry, mate.
It's all right, mate. Chowdhury, Dewsbury Hall, Camel Sower, Daka, and Iheanacho. So I don't know if Daka and Nacho are playing up as a 2 or if Daka's out wide, because I do know Daka can play out wide. I haven't seen the shape yet, mate. I don't know if you've noticed the shape or not, but
looks like Iheanacho's up front still. QPR headed away by Marty, edge of the area.
That's Daka.
Yeah, no, it looks like Daka's playing. It looked like Daka playing a 4-4-2. Chowdhury in the middle. Daka then coming back and look, there you go, the work rate from Daka. And I think that's one thing we will see from Daka. He might not have the class of we're talking about certain players on the park, but we'll see that work rate.
I heard Madison was absent because of his girlfriend going. I've heard that, and I've also heard injury, but I'm not sure. I'm sure I read somewhere that he was when he got a knock against Burton, he played through Wycombe.
On comes ex-Leicester player, by the way, mate, for QPR.
Who is it?
George Thomas.
Oh yes, I see.
Ex-Leicester player, about 3-4 years in the development squad. They never really broke into the first team, but he'll come on. He signed for them last season. George Thomas comes on for Charlie Austin. Thank God he's gone off. wouldn't notice the shape. It's all in our half. Warburton masterclass. He does make good bread.
Who's that?
Warburton's.
Oh.
Mark. Down the right into the box they come. QPR. Thomas on the edge of the area. It shoots deflected.
Dewsbury, KDH. Forget KDB.
KDH.
It's all about KDH.
Have a run at them. Luke Thomas, here comes the overlap. Into Iheanacho's feet, turns his man. Oh, Daka's feet turns his man. Tried to turn his man, he couldn't. The ball just got away from him. It's a nice turn. He turned very quickly, by the way, as well. It wasn't slow. He turned.
I'll tell you something about KDH as well. He's a top guy because my cousin actually was in my. Ooh.
Nacho into the box. Heavy touch. Oh, couldn't get out of his feet. Deflected off from the shot. Goes out for a corner kick. Long ball over the top. Ball came down. Takes the touch. Bobbles around his feet and he gets the shot away, but never really got it into a position where he got it out of his feet to get the control he needed to get it across the goalkeeper from such a tight angle. There we go. Couldn't get it out. Short corner taken. Rolls it into Albright. Back post. Benkovic. Edge of the area. Dewsbury shoots. Daniel Marty. Ping pong. It just will not break for Leicester.
Oh, lovely Albright.
Oh, Albright. Megs 1, Megs 2.
Overplayed it there a little bit.
There we go. And Albright plays on. Gets the ball out to the area. Clips onto the back post. Cleared away.
So we've got Pats and Daka. We've got Pats and Daka. We've got Pats and Daka. No, I don't know what GTX Matty's on about. Leicester back to 9th. You lot should be embarrassed. What team do you support, Matty? I bet he's a bloody. I'm going to guess with a Chelsea fan. I'm going to go with a Chelsea fan who's missed out on the FA Cup trophy. Unlucky, mate. Awkward. Oh, Locks, you were going to say about KDH. Yes, KDH from Loughborough. Yeah, he's a top guy. My cousin went to school with him. Still speaks to him. From what I've heard, top guy, humble, and yeah, we really do have a reason to be excited about him. So, as we saw at Luton last season, he's a top player with a big future ahead of him. My cousin always says, you know what, because we were at the Burton game, he came and he was like, I can't believe I used to play 5-a-side against him when I was younger. It's just, I love these though, mate. These homegrown players, you know, these like local players from around Leicestershire, you know, putting on the shirt for us. Luke Thomas, Syston, you know, Kiernan, Hamza, Chowdhury, or Loughborough, Barnes, Countersthorpe. Obviously grew up at Burnley, but Countersthorpe, you know, more recent. And yeah, it's I love it, mate. I love that sense of kind of local lads putting on the shirt for us and playing Premier League football. I absolutely love it, mate. It's my favourite thing.
Question, mate. Why have we got a Chelsea fan watching a pre-season watching on versus QPR?
I mean, it is a Chelsea fan. What a guess. Thing
is, mate, like, fair play, you won the Champions League, and I'll salute you for that. You beat Man City and everything like that, and it's amazing. We won a trophy, and you suddenly think you're the kings of the road again. When was the last time you won the Premier League?
Yeah, Chelsea are a very rare breed of football fans. That's what I'll say. A very rare breed. Strange behaviour. I don't think I'd ever find myself sat there. Tom, imagine, would you ever sit there and watch a Chelsea versus QPR watch along? Like, you wouldn't do it, would you? You wouldn't. You must be mad in the head. Will Leicester ever win the UCL? Yes, I think we will one day. One day. Yeah, this is what I'm saying, Ross. Yeah, it's a bit sad to watch Leicester Fan TV. Anyway.
No, it's nice to join us, by the way. But yeah.
Yeah, thanks for the extra viewer, mate. Much appreciated. But enjoy Timo Werner up front for you next season when we've got Jamie Vardy and Patson Daka. That's all I'll say. But yeah, someone mentioned here. Did you see it, Tom? The picture of KDH with Sean.
Yes, I did, mate. Again, that just says it all. A young lad, you know, we all know Sean, top lad, and you know, one of our own boys to take the opportunity and like have a photo of him, and brilliant from Judy Hall, absolutely brilliant. Leicester have the ball back on the right. Chips it into the box. Finds Soa. Thanks for pronouncing it, because I got that completely wrong most times. Soa. Ball bit to the back post. Trying to find Nacho. He'll keep it in. Question, you can pronounce Soa. Can you pronounce the Thai lad? I can't, mate. Edge of the area. Hamda shoots. Low and hard into goalkeeper's arms.
I call him Thanawat Sungchituan.
That's the one I'm basing it. I'll just call him.
Mate, the one I'm struggling with is that winger who's been playing for us. You know, the Manahisi or something.
Yeah, Manahisi. Oh. 72 minutes played for anyone who's interested. Best chance of the game, handed from the edge of the area. I think the keeper sums it up. Phil's sitting on his bench with his gin and tonic.
Yeah, Ross, I'm looking forward to this actually, mate. Doing that career mode thing with a Critic Club. Yeah, I'm not centre back, mate. I'm a right back. Tom, on the other hand, I believe Tom is a centre mid.
Mate, defensive midfielder. More defensive now than a midfielder, we'll put it that way.
Yeah, bit of a Papi Mendy, eh? Papi Mendy, Hamza, crunching tackles, yeah.
I like to get myself.
I can't imagine you having the athleticism of Wilfred and Diddy, though.
Oh, I don't go forward. No, I get the ball. I'll pass it sideways, 5 to 10 yards. Leicester fans would love me on the pure. I can pass the ball sideways and back for fun. But no, I don't try to break forward too much. We've seen my shots. They're nice, but they're few and far between. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, we did see your
few and far between. We keep myself in that back line, just in front of the back four, tidying up. Normally trying to clatter the striker who's backing into someone.
Yeah. Again, Chris has stated the obvious. Well, I'm not worried because we lost all preseason games in 15-16, and look what happened that season. Yeah, it means nothing.
Rogers won't be worried. The players won't be worried. Edge of the air, Juba Hall finds that all for Daka into the box. Go down, Juba Hall.
Hey!
15 minutes to go, and Leicester had one back. Well played, Daka. He held the ball up nice in the box. He couldn't get out his feet, but he wasn't greedy and laid it off into the path of Dewsbury, who smashes it into the back of net. And Leicester have a lifeline in this game.
Mate,
sorry, in the pre-season game.
Mate, all I'll say... Go on, carry on.
Back into Daka, lost his foot in, but Dewsbury kept the run going and smashed it past the goalkeeper. Lovely finish from a tight angle by Dewsbury, by the way. He just kept running, kept going in case it broke to him, and when it does, well, he thumps it.
And mate, what I'll say is, I know it's a pre-season game, and I know we're still losing to QPR, but it's good to be back. And what's the score, Tom? It's good to be back, but what's the score?
It's Queen's Park Rangers 2, Leicester City 1.
Way! No Champions League resting on the line this time, though, thankfully. But yeah, mate. I mean, we were just speaking about Dewsbury Hall. Even for him, mate, it's a pre-season game, but he'll be so happy to score, won't he, in the pre-season game for Leicester.
Look, all these players who are on the fringe are the ones who want to make the impression. Well played, Luke Thomas steps over his man. Dewsbury Hall goes past his man again. Free kick. You know, Dewsbury Hall, the likes of them are going to want to make an impression, you know. A good impression to do is score goals, mate, and show what you can do, because he knows he's in the pecking order behind probably Tillemans and Diddy, Maddison. So he knows he's probably about fourth choice in that number 10 area. He's probably second to third choice in the number 10 area, depending who's playing, especially with Perez can play there. But doing what he's done today, just steps him out of the limelight a bit, because we haven't scored a goal yet. So scored the first
goal from open play.
You know, it's taken us two and 3/4 games. We finally scored our first goal of pre-season.
I'll be 1 minute, mate. Just getting the top up.
Yeah, it's fine. No problem, mate. So Leicester back in this game. When I say back in, it's about fitness, and it's about hopefully trying to claw something back. In behind, Daka 2-2. Daka is underway. Gets his first goal for Leicester City. It was a lovely ball played in behind. Daka ran through on goal, composed himself. The word we need to understand there, composed himself, slides it under the goalkeeper. And from being completely out of this, Leicester City have turned this round. Ball played in behind. Daka goes towards the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper doesn't do anything. He slides it. Lovely left-footed finish by Daka. Composes himself, sets himself, knows what he's doing, slides it into the back of the net. And like I say, Leicester turned this game on his head and back into it, where from a position where we were all doom and gloom and everyone moaning, it's suddenly become 2-2. QPR 2, Leicester City 2. Let's change that. I'm coming to you, Ross. I'm coming to you. Let's bring Ross in while I'm trying to do that. Ross comes back into the room.
Pats and Daka, we've got. Pats and Daka, we got. Pats and Daka, glad you're mine. Say that you love me. Oh, you meant to continue.
I know. Left you hanging there, kid. And I've lost the game now.
Say that you love me.
Say that you love me.
Say that you need me.
Say that you need me all of the time.
All of the time, because we've got Pats and Daka, we've got Pats and Daka, we've got...
You've been on the old sherbet again, mate. You've been drinking again.
I've had that song in my head for ages, and I was listening to Glide All Over every day, and I thought, I was watching a clip of Daka at the same time, and I just thought, it fits perfectly.
Well, 2-2, mate. What a finish by Daka.
What a very good finish. Especially
composed, mate.
Weak foot as well, which is very good. It's always good to have a good weak foot. So it's a very good finish. Come on, Brighton. Oh, and his locks on the top. Oh, here he is.
Daka scored, mate. Daka scored.
I need to rewind. Hold on, I'm on my Xbox and all.
Ball in the box, rewind. Corner kick. Corner kick comes out to the edge of the area.
How long ago was it?
Ooh, probably about 3 minutes ago, mate. 3 minutes, if that.
Oh, yeah.
Literally, you stood up, mate.
As you clicked out with that.
Yeah, you walked off, mate. It went in. Composed, mate. What a finish. Really composed. Please, mate.
I'm watching it back. Have you done the goal? Have you done the goal thing?
Yeah, he has. Yeah.
Yeah, mate. You're too late. You missed it.
We had a bit of a sing song, me and Tom.
I was busy. Getting
Goalie nearly gives one away, and Daka chasing him down. Daka is literally not giving anyone a minute. I said it before. This kid will be something special for Leicester this year, because his work rate is absolutely ridiculous. He's so willing to run for the team.
He's a quality player. I mean, the Daka man.
Lovely finish. Lovely
Johnny,
finish. That.
I think you're speaking on every Leicester fan. We just do not know, mate. I've not seen any photos or any footage of him on the training field, so I've got a bad feeling he's still not near fitness, or his injury's just not cleared up yet.
Tom, what minute are you on, mate?
Bang on 80, mate.
80 minutes and 31 seconds I've got.
Yeah, 37, 38, 39. There we go, mate. I'm up now.
Yeah, cool.
I've actually paused the YouTube so I could be...
Edge of the area, QPR. Clip it to the back post. They do. Headed back down and cleared by Daniel Amate. Composed by Daniel at the back post there. Still QPR keep coming. Back into the box, back to the right-hand side. Juby Hall does defensive work there very well. Well played, Juby Hall. Send his man away from goal.
You really need a mini fridge. Yeah, I've said this for months. I don't know why I haven't done it yet, but
get one from Argos or Amundsen.
KDH having an awesome game. Well, we were speaking about him. We were saying about him.
What's the ball from him? Did he do the pass for Daka?
Yeah.
Was it him or Albrighton? I thought it was Albrighton. The pass to Daka.
I'll have to watch it back. It sounds like the KDH sounds like an attachment you put on an AK.
Yes, it does.
Like
it
an
does
AK.
like
Put the KDH on, Put the KDH on. It's just a picture of Kip Dewsbury on the gun. Right. No.
Sounds like something out of Worms, to be honest with you, mate.
Yeah, true. That's a good point.
3-2 QPR, someone put. Oh, no.
Corner kick.
Hang on. Is he trolling?
Oh, no, it's 3-2 to QPR. Corner kick, brought in. First shot hits the post, rebounds out, and QPR get the touch just smashing in the back of net.
What a way to ruin my mood. Look at that, Tom.
Felipe just about all the bang your pint. Bloody hell.
Well, you know what? We've scored 2 goals, so I really don't care. We've scored 2 goals.
Yeah, I mean, corner kick came in. There was a volley. It hits the post, falls straight out to the centre half. And, well, do you know what? Daniel Amarty's pointing and saying who's picking him up. But if I'm honest with you, I don't know what Daniel Amarty was doing. Perez, yeah, I blame Perez.
Jack's going to have a field day when he comes back on here with Perez.
I blame Perez. He should have been on the box, not on the substitute bench at that point.
Oh, God.
Well, yeah, damn yeah, boys. Made a bit of chocolate.
What colour?
Dark chocolate.
It looks the same colour as it was before.
Well, you can't really tell.
What colour was it before?
Well, just normal brown.
I thought it was ginger.
Cheeky.
You need to stop dyeing your hair.
Yeah,
Ross. You need to look after what you've got left.
I saw Leicester fan at Meadowhall yesterday. From promoting Leicester fan TV. It was just sat there. It was chucking it down. And I said, "Oh, good jacket." He went, "Yeah, good shirt." And just chatting. And I said, "Oh, we do Leicester fan TV on YouTube." He said, "I'll watch it." I'm like, "Yeah."
Thanks, Fee. Oh, mate, don't. Phil, I've seen that video.
This Fortnite guy here. What's that? Whoa. It was great watching.
It's great. That video, mate, last night. Do you remember that video, by the way? You don't remember your pizza.
I do a bit. I haven't seen it.
Oh, you need to go on Facebook. It's a Facebook Live, mate. It'll be on his account. He's like middle of his club, like singing. We're halfway there. Oh, living on a prayer.
Do you know what? I'm not as bad as last week. I mean, I think it's because it was, pre-match nerves, going out. First time in a night out in a long time. And my body just couldn't take it. But I had some ibuprofen. And believe it or not, there was an actual chippy that was open at 3 o'clock this morning. An actual chippy, like a proper chippy where you get proper chips.
That's what you get from a chip shop.
Really? Yeah.
No, because seriously, when you go for a takeaway, they'll end them skinny fries and stuff.
A what? A takeaway?
A takeaway. Sorry, a takeaway.
Takeaway, right?
You're not from Yorkshire.
A takeaway.
A takeaway. No, I only had chips and curry sauce and a pizza. It was pretty nice with there.
Only. Man versus food.
Man versus food. Honestly, we need to have a Ross's Town. We need to have a night out down here.
I think we need to organise a night in Leeds.
Well, it's all right, Leeds.
Come up for Wolves, mate. Ross, come up for Wolves.
Wolverhampton. I might do actually. As long as I'm not working, I'll come up night out in Leicester. Good night out in Leicester.
Opinions on Villa's signing Leon Bailey. Fair play to them.
Villa
if they've got and if they've got £45 million, fair play to them. But they're only going to get that. They're only going to get that money by selling one player, and that's Jack Grealish. That means Jack Grealish will leave the football club. So all these Villa fans, all these other fans who are well happy they got him, that means you're selling your best player. Because they ain't gonna sign 2 players, as in the Norwich Buendia and Leon Bailey in the same season, and they're talking about a midfielder in Ward-Prowse without selling a player for 100 million. So they must know that he's going at some point. That just summed it up to me.
It'll be a lot better in Man City's team. It's like you always look at teams and you think that player will be a lot better in a team around that's a lot better. I mean, yeah, but the thing is though, it's one of them. You mean you get off Manchester City.
You don't turn it down, mate.
You
do. You go to win trophy. You go to win trophies, mate. Why did Riyadh leave us to go there to win trophies?
Exactly.
It's simple as that, mate. I said it earlier. The day of loyalty is gone. You don't go to a club because you want to play for the club. You go there because it's an opportunity, especially for the likes of, I'm going to say us, at our club. We saw that with certain players leaving us. You get an opportunity to showcase yourself in the Premier League. Get yourself a name. If you do really well, you get the opportunity to go to the bigger 6 or bigger 4. The clubs who, when I say bigger 6, it's more because they're global stance than actually what they've done in the last 10 years. because we probably won more than Arsenal in the last 10 years. Arsenal, by far, are a bigger club than Leicester. I'm not going to sit and say anything different because on a global scale, they are 10 times the size of Leicester.
Yeah.
But at the moment, over the last 10 years, what have they won? Well, they haven't won anything. So a lot of players, if you look at it, they haven't signed a lot of good players, Arsenal, who have gone on to different clubs when they probably have the opportunity, because players don't want to win things. Riyad Leicester does to win things. He's winning things. Carl Walker left Tottenham to go and win things. He's winning things.
So I'll stop you there, Tom. Anyone that leaves Tottenham goes and wins trophies. Let's just
sorry. I forgot that part.
Well, to be honest, that's what I mean. I know we're not big fans of Tottenham, but I think arguably their best player is Son. And to be fair play to him. He could go to any club in the world. He could go to, he's one of the best top 10 players in the world. He's a class player. He could go he could be at Bayern Munich, Barcelona's and stuff. But he's chose to, I don't know why he's chose to stay at Tottenham. And I say that's a loyal player. Whether we love or don't like Tottenham, fair play to Son. As well, you got to think Albrighton's been at our club since 2014, and he could have gone this season. No, he's signing an agreement.
Well, I said that earlier, Matt. I said, look, it just sums up the player. Into the box. Daka goes down. Penalty to Leicester. Goalkeeper takes him out.
Oh, hang on. Referee.
Yeah, penalty to Leicester. Daka goes down.
We can have a little sing-song if he scores.
Yeah. Luke Thomas plays the ball in behind. Goalkeeper could rush a blood. Comes out. Daka knocks it away and gets taken out. Leicester have the chance on the 88th minute to go 3-3.
Come on.
Who's going to take it?
Get us this free.
I've got a feeling it will be Kelechi Iheanacho.
It is.
Right, what we have at the bar?
I'm going for row 14, seat 27 in that lower tier.
Jack might catch it.
Come on, Nacho. Prove the haters wrong. That's it down the middle.
Boom, shakalaka.
And I'm not saying that the Burton game was fixed, but Nacho,
we can do it.
Nacho
man.
I
wanna be a Nacho man. Nacho man.
I'm not saying that the Burton game was fixed, so Burton kept the trophy by any means, because their penalties were dreadful. It did seem funny that we let them keep their trophy.
To answer to Fee's question, my birthday is on Monday, so I've just seen one at comments.
Thomas, what's the score?
It's Queen's Park Rangers 3, Leicester City 3. Can I just say?
I want to be a
Nacho man.
You didn't realise you were going to be on screen then. You were like...
But can I just say, we've played 3 pre-season games and we scored 3 pre-season goals. It's just evened itself out nicely. So
we've been
3 goals in 3 games.
And now this has happened. Why do we get the feeling we're going to score in a minute? Another one.
Once again, though, what a ball by Luke Thomas. What a ball by Luke Thomas, Great ball down the line into the box. And Daka, the pace on him. He flew away from everyone to get that ball. So, like I said, Daka might not play loads this season or he'll come off the bench, but that pace is going to cause havoc at times for players on the pitch.
It will. Bring him on at 60th minute when you think, nobody else can come on next minute. Boom, he's running down that wing or running up top. Go on, Perez. 3 minutes of added on time, boys. Yeah, oh, God, who's that? Is that Willett that played for Newcastle last season?
No.
Oh, sorry. It says Willett, so I presume, entertain a second.
Cheers, Phil.
Lads watching.
Remember this? Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't do it. Bloody hell, Tommy. If I just woke up when last Sunday, do you know if you were on and did that, I think I was in a bizarro world. I tell you.
Can you not do it, Rob?
I can't
down
do
the right, down the left they come. Leicester, Nacho gets held up. Got Luke Thomas, finds him again. Edge of the area. Oh, he tries to pull it back. Can't find QB Hall.
Oh, unlucky.
Cheers, Fee. Thank you for the 199 again. Much appreciated. Thank you.
Into the final 2 minutes, 3 minutes of injury time. Can Leicester find the winner? Can they find the winner to get Phil to get the credit card out against Wolves and buy the pints?
That's fantastic.
He must be sweating. He's sweating. His palms are getting wet.
I reckon Phil, we were 2-0 down. I reckon Phil needs to do it anyway for a draw.
Leicester Fan TV card. What? Yeah. So you can have you can make your own credit card, can't you? Surely you got to have Leicester Fan TV on it. You got to. That'd be pretty cool. That.
I reckon we have a picture of Reece Taylor on the front of it.
Oh God, please! We want to get viewers, not lose them. Right.
Ball to the back post. Ooh, cleared away. Good defending by QPR there.
What do you think of this, Tom?
KDH, yeah.
Oh, mate, massively. You know, the point's there to prove he wants to play games. He's already said that. He's not come back to sit on the bench. He's not come back to play cup games. He wants to play football match. He did it at Luton last year. We've seen in the championship what Leicester break. Daka holds. Oh, Daka gets taken out on the back of his heels. No free kick given there by the referee.
What?
Oh, dear. Unbelievable, Jeff.
Well, let's just hope he's not seriously injured.
Last 30 seconds. Look, just remember, Man United lost to QPR. At least we've got a draw.
Is he still down? He's still down.
Yeah, mate. He got clattered. He got really, I think he stamped on the back of his legs.
There's no VAR on. Oh, yeah. Bugger.
Oh, that's not good to see. It's not nice to see.
Do you know what? Just while the injury's down, I don't understand why we're playing a friendly 3 days before the Community Shield. I
said it at the time, mate. I did not get why we booked a friendly at home this season. No need to. There's no need to have a home friendly this year. With the Community Shield, we should have literally played today and then had a nice week back at the training camp, getting everybody playing football or play a game behind closed doors. Like get one of the local teams, Derby, Forest, Coventry, from like the non-league where they're playing at the moment, and just had 2 lots of 45-minute teams. Just if you want to give that little bit of sharpness, maybe on Tuesday or maybe Wednesday in the middle of the day. Why we're leaving it till 7:30 kickoff? It made no sense to me to do that. So
I think if they'd done it maybe Tuesday, then it wouldn't be too bad. But it's 3 days before. Like it's bizarre.
I can't see Man City playing in the middle of the week.
No, but we'll see. I mean, it'll be interesting. Full capacity.
That's it, boys. Full-time whistle goes, and it finishes QPR 3, Leicester City 3. Leicester were 2-0 down. Leicester fall back to 2-2, and then went a goal behind. And then the magnificent Daka came on again. He scored his first goal for the club. He then won a penalty to Leicester, make it 3-3. But look, it's another 60 minutes for the first team who started this game. 60 minutes under the belt. The lads then came on and had their 15 minutes of play, but it's another building block to that first game of the season at Wolves in 2 weeks' time today. But that's for me. I'm out. I'm going for dinner.
Where you going, mate? What food you having?
I'm going to the Neville pub.
Oh, just pub food, yeah.
Yeah, pub food, mate.
Yeah, well, he's just said, hang on, he's just said he's going to the pub for some food. That pub food.
Enjoy it, Tom, mate. And
as bad as a chippy boy.
Yeah,
enjoy it, mate, and we'll see you for. I'm sure Phil will pull his card out for us on the Wolves game.
He'll pull it out. Sorry, he'll pull his card.
I'm hoping I'll see you at Wembley, Mr. Locks, on Saturday if you got a ticket.
Oh, I will see you there, my friend.
I hope so too. I hope I can get one general. I hope they go on general sale.
Mate, there's 10,000 tickets left, mate. They'll be going.
Really?
To general sale.
Well, ironically, my birthday Monday, so if, I'll get my dad to get me a ticket. So.
But lads, thank you guys.
Cheers, mate.
Thank you, everyone.
Sorry, see you later, Tom, sir. And now we're down.
Well, there
just as you went, me and Tom had a little bit of a sing-song about Daka. That's what I'll put in.
Go on, sing it. Go on.
Right, so, no, when I say you say that you love me. You meant to say it back.
What?
Right, think you say that you love me.
What am I meant to say back?
Say you love me.
Oh, okay. I love you.
You say that you love me.
I love you.
Oh, you say that you need me.
I need you.
I always be mine.
Always be yours.
'Cause we've got Pats
and Daka. We've got
Pats and Daka.
We've
got Pats and Daka. Glad you're mine.
I was a bit slow, but I got there in the end.
We got there, Locks. We got there.
Well, there we go. It is full time. It is QPR 3, Leicester 3. Leicester have one more pre-season game left. That is Leicester versus Villarreal on Wednesday.
Yeah.
And then it's the Community Shield. As we're just looking on screen now, Brendan Rodgers is running over to the Leicester fans. in the QPR away end to give them a big applaud. Thank them for coming over. 2,000, I heard, went down to London to watch Leicester today.
Trying to spot Reedy and Jamie.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I'm sure Jack will be there until full time.
Did you see that picture with the top in that fan and Jack in the background?
Yeah, like that.
He literally looked like he's seen someone. He's like, right, I'm going to go knock him out. The face is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Oh,
Jack, if you're listening, mate, next time Jack seems to get all these photos with all these Leicester players and manager. Why don't you get them? Why don't you do a video next time and say,
get them on Leicester Fan TV?
Yeah, subscribe to Leicester Fan TV or something, Jack. There's a little idea for you, mate. Reedy is here, so we'll get Reedy on. He's here just after full time at the Prince. Is it Prince Kian? What was it? Sorry, Ross.
Loftus Road, I've always known it as. They'll always be known as Loftus Road to me.
I think it's the Kian Prince Stadium. So let's get Reedy in from there. How you doing, mate? You all right?
Yeah, I'm good. Voice is kind of gone, but yeah, I'm good.
Have you gone for a run?
That second half was much better, right?
Yeah, it was. The thing is, with the first team in the first half, I just thought, why is nothing going? And then once we got 2 goals down, we started pushing. I don't know why. And then obviously the second half came out. We pushed a bit more, and we've actually got 3 goals somehow. So yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Kiernan Dewsbury, mate. We spoke about him before the game and at half time. What did you think of his performance? And another great performance from him.
Yeah, it was. And obviously when he scored that first goal, I didn't think he actually created it himself. And then obviously he came back to him and scored. So I think he set up one of the other ones as well to the penalty, I think. So yeah, the thing is, you don't see like why we want to keep Maddison now when he's in the squad. Just how he plays, you just think Maddison can go if he wants to now.
Yeah, completely agree, mate. I'm just watching here. I mean, what's Jack doing? Have you spoken to him? What is he staying in the ground or what?
He stayed in there for a bit longer, I think. But yeah, I think he'll be coming out soon.
Try and find him.
Is he behind the goal? Will you be behind the goal or?
Yeah, we'll be behind the goal. Yeah.
Yes, Jack's probably there. Yeah, I'm just watching the highlights here, mate. I mean, Patson Daka to score the goal and then win the penalty. What did you think of him today?
Obviously, when he got the chance to score his first, obviously I thought he was going to scuff it, but obviously he didn't. He actually did well, and obviously then he got the ball again with the penalty and he got to the ball before the goalkeeper. So yeah, I think, and he looked like he wanted it after he scored his first. So fair play to him, and I think he's got to start more games if we are playing a 2-strike formation like it did.
Yeah, I mean it was a 4-4-2, wasn't it, Reedy? I mean it looked okay, didn't it? You know, we used to love the 4-4-2. Obviously, we won the league with the 4-4-2. What did you think of it in that second half? I mean, I think it worked well.
Yeah, I think it did well. I honestly didn't know what formation we were playing, but obviously when I think Brighton came on as well, I thought he showed up as well. So I think a 4-4-2 really does show we can have wingers and 2 strikers as well. Because like I say, a 4-3-3 you can only have 1 striker, and if you do have 3 at the back, then you can do 2 strikers with no wingers. So like I say, it's mixed and match, and it could work for 4-4-2. 2 strikers, Barnes on the left and maybe Albrighton on the right. It could really work.
They were a great pass from Albrighton for goal.
I was going to say here, I mean, someone put here as a, you know, Daka is the Vardy regen, literally plays the same way. I mean, for me personally, look, I mean, Iheanacho last season, the second half of last season, he was spot on. He was exactly what we needed when Vardy was, you know, when Vardy's form dropped. But how good is it, Ross, to know that we have got Daka in our squad? Like a really, really good talent, a big talent, a striker, a new striker, you know, because we signed Nacho a few years ago now. And like I said, last season he was brilliant, but he struggled. He has struggled at times. Yeah. Are you excited for Daka this season? Are you excited 100%. To see what he can do?
I'm very excited. Let's not forget, you know, Liverpool were after Daka. You know, I mean, obviously Liverpool, you know, how big they are. And the fact that he came to Leicester, you know, obviously he said he wanted to come to us. What a signing, to be fair. I mean, it's like, how much did we pay for him again? Like 23, 24, I don't know. How much?
What was it? Do you know, Reedy, how much it was for Daka?
I think it was about 23, 24, yeah.
23 million pounds for a striker. Yeah, I know it's Austrian League, but how many goals? He scored a lot of goals for Salzburg.
And he was the replacement for Haaland at Salzburg.
There you go. Yeah. Replacement for Haaland. There you go. You know, and it's very good to find it because we've been bangering for a striker. I know we've got Nacho Bon about beforehand,
we need a new striker. Get a new striker in. Obviously, either play next to Vardy or come on, replace Vardy, or if Vardy's injured, he steps up. I agree, Andrew. Great finish from Daka. And that was his weak foot as well, as I mentioned. So it's great to see that, if Vardy's injured, we don't have to worry as much. We're like, brilliant, Daka's in. Boom. Going to score some goals. Well, hopefully score some goals, or if not, cause a disturbance. So it's great to see it finally. So I'm looking forward to it. Obviously, you've got Villarreal Wednesday, and obviously the Community Shield Saturday, what charity shield, whatever you want to call it. And hopefully he'll turn up and show Man City what he's like. Full capacity as well. Full capacity. First game in England. Well, take apart the that's club countries. There's going to be full capacity. And once again, Leicester make a bit of history once again.
Yeah. Jamie, mate, I'm going to let you go for a sec. All right, pal, because I'm just going to bring Jack in. So don't want.
Is he in the ground?
Yeah, no, it's in a bit.
Cheers, mate. I don't know if he's in the ground. He looks like he's outside now. Jack, how you doing, pal? You all right?
I'm all right. Yeah, good.
Good, mate. Good, mate. Where are you now? Let's have a look around. Where are you?
Where am I now? Do you know what? It's fucking...
I think he's had a few.
I've not had a few. No, I've not had a few beers.
You sound like it.
No,
I thought. What was that? Did I just hear Leicester Fan TV? You shouted that.
You're right, boys.
Yeah,
how are you, boys? You're right.
Who is it?
Live, yeah.
Yes,
So, boys.
Hey!
Leicester Fan TV. Leicester Fan TV. Leicester Fan TV.
No.
Love that. I thought you'd be staying around, mate, to get some photos and stuff after the game.
No.
They heard me as well.
Go on, get some fans on, Jack. Go on, get some fans on, Jack. Go on.
Go on, Jack. Get some fans on. Okay. Well, fans.
Go and ask, Jack. Go and ask someone. Go and ask someone what they thought of Daka today.
I'll tell you what. I'll ask Hursty. See how I'll ask him. Hursty, Leicester Fan TV. How are you, pal? The game. What do you think to the game?
Leicester City.
Oh, come on. Come on. One.
Yeah, Jack's definitely two logs.
I don't know. So good. What can you do?
Love it, mate. Absolutely love it. Jack, what was it like today, mate? Because I know, I went to the Burton game and it was a quality atmosphere. What was the atmosphere like there today?
The atmosphere was great. Obviously, QPR scored 3 goals. Charlie Austin again comes to haunt Leicester City Football Club like he always does. I think his last goal against Leicester was at Loftus Road.
Yep.
So I think second half, the younger players came on and did a job. They out-fronted the first team what started in the first half.
Jack, I think you're telling a couple fibs, mate. I reckon that you have had a few beers today.
No. We're not wrong. I'm not you and Ross.
Haley? Will you recognise Haley?
Of course I'm going to recognise Haley.
Mate, she's going to come to the car with about 20 bags of shopping. She is.
That's all right.
She use your credit card.
It's all right, mate.
Lastly, Jack. Lastly, because I know a lot of people are talking about it. What did the kit look like on the players today, mate? Did it look nice from the stands?
Nice kit. Very nice kit. I'd recommend everyone go and buy it. I reckon everyone's going to change their opinion as soon as they see it in the shop. Obviously, right now, it's just on the internet and people are going to say, no, I'm not buying that. But when you go into the club shop itself, it's going to look even better. Obviously, you're going to see people wearing it against Villarreal. So, obviously, yours is more green than in the shop. What you done to it?
Well, he has got green it back then.
What's he done? Washed it?
It's all this, mate. It's all this stuff here. Yeah. Right, Jack. Cheers for popping on, mate. Much appreciated. I'll let you get on now and have a couple more beers and go and see Haley and whatever. So,
no.
Take care, pal.
Make sure she keeps the receipts. Oh.
Ross, I'm going to let you go as well, pal, because
that's fine. I'm going to
go
for a nap anyway.
I'm going to get Gray and Sean on, and then we're going to call it. So, cheers, Ross. We'll see you, Villarreal. after the
Yeah,
Villarreal?
and if aftermath tomorrow, I'll come on for a bit. I'll be sober. So
I might join you for the aftermath. I've missed.
9:30 it is.
You know what?
It's half 9.
It's been a while since I was on Leicester Fan TV. I've had a nice break, so I'm going to come back and I'm going to get back on it. So I'll be on with Aftermath with you tomorrow. So
9:30, remember?
I'll make sure I have a nice early night and I'm up for 9:30 tomorrow.
Oh yes.
Cheers,
Right.
Ross, mate. I'll see you tomorrow, pal. Right, let's get Sean on. No, we'll get you on in a sec, Sean. Let's get Gray on. Gray, mate. How are you, pal? You all right?
Yeah, man. A better second half.
Oh, much better, mate. I mean, Daka and Dewsbury Hall stood out for me today when they came on. We spoke about Dewsbury Hall, but let's start with Daka, mate. I mean, a goal, and after he scored the goal, he looked hungry and went for more. I mean, he was brilliant, wasn't he?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, definitely. And that's what we want. I would like to see Vardy and Daka up front together as a front two, because their pace is just going to scare defence, and it'll make the defence drop off and sit deep. So it's just trouble all around. But someone commented while the game was going on, Villa signed that Leon Bailey.
Yes.
That we were looking at. That's a big loss. I think he would have been a good signing. But
there's a lot of these types of players, that we look at and go, oh, that would be a good signing, but we missed out on him, So it's all papers. I want to get Sean in a sec, because we spoke about Dewsbury Hall, Gray. What a player he's looked, and Sean actually had a photo with him. He met him a couple of weeks ago. So
well, Joe, I am.
Yeah.
Bless him.
How you doing, Sean, mate? You all right?
I'm fine, yeah.
Yeah,
hello,
good,
Sean.
thanks, mate. So, what did you think of the game today? Did you enjoy it?
Yes. I was so happy. Gives feel good.
Yeah.
And I think the man of the match will be Goose Bill.
I'll go with you on that one, Sean.
Yeah, I'll agree with you as well, Sean. I mean, just let us know. I mean, you met Dewsbury Hall. Obviously,
yes.
You put the picture on Facebook not long ago. What was he like? What was he like when you met him? Was he nice?
Yeah, he's nice lad, he I just no. He had he had a big massive
Yeah, don't they all, Sean?
They all do, yeah, they all do, Sean. And are you excited to see what he can do for Leicester this year? Are you wanting him to score more goals this season for us?
Yeah.
You think he will?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think I do think he done really well last week.
Yeah.
So I think he might be getting in the first team. I think
he deserves a start, Sean.
I think he deserves a start.
Yeah.
I think Wednesday against Villarreal, we'll see our starting 11 for the Charity Shield in the first half, and then bring them off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd agree. Sean, finally, I want to ask you this. Where do you think we will finish this year, mate? Where do you think we will finish this season?
I think top one, I think.
One?
Hey! Brilliant, Sean.
Premier League. Yes, brilliant, Sean. Sean, thanks for clicking on, mate. Much appreciated. We have Villarreal next week, so if you're available, come and join us, on Wednesday.
Yeah, of course I can.
Cheers, Sean, mate.
Cheers,
Thanks very
Sean.
much. I'll see you soon, Sean. Great. Just to end on, mate, I mean, I asked Sean there, obviously the first two pre-season friendlies were a bit iffy, but a bit better today. We still drew. We didn't win, but we scored 3 goals. How are you feeling going into the new season?
After seeing that today, I'm feeling a lot better. We've gone behind and we've fought back. So it's the Leicester of old. The other 2 games, we went behind and we had nothing. So it's progress. like we say, it's pre-season, so it doesn't matter. But Perez out. So I'll just quickly say, everyone to watch Jamie's show in the morning.
Yeah.
Anyone who's gone out to the Fox's Arms this summer, I've donated £30 worth of drinks vouchers to Jamie as a question that's going to be asked, and obviously the answer in Jamie's show tomorrow. So anyone who's going out there is a chance of winning £30
Me.
worth of drink voucher. Apparently, Welsh people aren't allowed to win it.
Oh, whatever. Right, we'll end it there. Great. Cheers.
Love
Thanks
you, mate.
as always,
Ta-da,
mate.
pal.
See you soon. Thanks to Gray for coming on. Thanks to everyone else for coming on. What a game. You know, it was just nice being back for a watch along. It was a lot of fun. So thanks to everyone who's watched. We have Villarreal on Wednesday. I'm sure there's a watch along. I think Tom's doing a watch along for that. If not, we'll see you Saturday. So thanks all for watching. Take care. Have a good rest of your weekend, and we'll see you soon. Cheers.